kings and queens. Yes. Superstars, you are here today. Superstar, that's what I'm wearing for you today. My gorgeous superstars. Yes, my kings and queens and princesses, guys and gals. Hello, hello. How are you doing? Jess, you're here. Yes. Awesome. Emma, hi. Emma Fox, Emma Puscalau. Yes, you're here. Bernadelle is here. Hi. Lillian, oh, hi, darling. So thrilled you're all here for the special quarantine voice lesson. We're going to be dancing today a little bit, as well as singing. And from a Broadway show that's still running on Broadway when they restart, Chicago. So this is really cool. Hey, Katie. Hi, Meg. Hello, Meg Stevens. I'm so thrilled you can be here too, honey. Mara's here. Oh, Javi. Hi, Laura Lopez. Hi, darling. And then we have Taya, you're here. Hi, you're the oboist. Thank you for saying hi, Taya. This is great because we're gonna talk about your question, which was so cool, so smart, so important. Yippee, here we are. Okay. Yes, this star is to step into our star for all that jazz and Chicago. Thank you, Jess, for noticing too. Yes, I love it. We are in, gosh, is this number 6, I think? Yeah. So the last couple weeks, Raven, hi, darling. You're here too. Oh my goodness. Love seeing you guys. Let's get hydrated. We've got a lot of work ahead. That's right, Bernadelle, because we are going to be dancing. Okay, if you're doing some work, Katie, don't worry. Just set it up and enjoy, okay? I don't have my beautiful glass today, but I have my smart water, so we're all set. Your mom has the same shirt? That's amazing, because I got this in Italy. So I don't know how you get it here, but I love it. In fact, this is related to the heart shirt that I had for Black Lives Matter. And as you know, the last 2 weeks, we've been really focusing on Black Lives Matter, and also, George Floyd, and really honoring this time. I believe because we're all in quarantine around the world because of the coronavirus, that all sent us inside and all made us understand that we are one human race. I think that's why now we're all like coming together and enjoying and seeing, oh, Diane, you're here. Hi, honey. I didn't see your name. Hi, Casey. Hey. So isn't this, coronavirus is a scary thing, absolutely, and killing so many elderly and even young people in our world, and it's really frightening. But if we can look at any gift, it's a gift of us all being in the same place and actually feeling each other, having time to stop and feel and see what it might feel like to be a part of the Black community, because little did we know in America, in the United States, we have 2 Americas. We have the white experience and the Black experience. And so it's time for us to open our eyes and see what it is and make this change. This is really an opportunity right now. And boy, do we want to take it. Hey, Eduardo. Yes. Edu Medetz is here, and he is my YouTube master. Just see his name there. And if you have any questions about your YouTube channel, go chat with Eduardo. He has changed my life. And he's a great singer from Brazil, and a producer and a writer. So he's more than a triple threat, like a quadruple something like that. Quadruple threat. Okay, Facundo, there you are. Hi, honey. Wonderful. John, hello. We've got the men. Oh, Moede, you're here, honey. Yes. And Felicia is here. Hello, sweetie. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. I love saying hi to everybody. I just feel like, hello, Clarissa. Hi, Ronil. Hello. Good. You're back. Wonderful. So what I wanted to think about today is just moving forward. We're just to kind of keep in mind, how do we help our world? How do we help really feeling like we are one human race? And it's interesting because what I've come to learn is that we don't want to be colorblind. We actually want to see the other colors so we can say, oh, you've had a different experience, and find out from them, what is your experience? What has your experience been? And boy, is it an eye-opener. I know we all have our beloved Sierra Bogus, and she's doing some incredible, what's called Share the Mic on Instagram. And she had an amazing chat with a wonderful Broadway singer. And so please go check out her channel and look at her content, which I know you all are doing, but just a reminder. And I'm going to be doing the same thing, actually, which I'll tell you in a moment. So we want to be aware and ask, what is your experience? And so we can get really educated. Then also, don't ask them to educate you about the Black history. That is our job, to go and do the work. So whether it's buying a book or checking out lists, there's so many movies and documentaries on Prime Amazon. I'm sure that they're also on other channels. And so let's make it part of our homework to learn, because the fact is, and I don't know if you guys saw my video that I put up on both Instagram and also on Facebook, that when I grew up, there was really this commercial that said the only reason they're Black and white people is because they all traveled. But it's taking away the history of what actually happened. And we're really taught from a young age. I saw this wonderful woman. Oh my gosh, she talks about how we are indoctrinated into this myth of white superiority, that there's a color that's better than others. So anyway, let's educate ourselves. And Lucina, you're here. Ciao carissima dall'Italia. Okay, we've got the gang all around the world. I'm so happy. Yeah, okay, Moede, it's regard gender. It's also a women's fight, So anyway, just to let you know, on Monday, I am sharing the mic with a wonderful woman. Her name is Kina Armitage. And Kina was actually one of my first voice students 20 years ago when I started, teaching just kind of more full time. And she was in many Broadway shows, including Aida on Broadway. And she has now created an incredible company. And she says she's helping artists book more work and make more money. So I'd love you to tune into her on my Instagram page on Monday. She'll be taking over my Instagram page. And also I know a lot of you are, younger. You guys are young teenagers. And I would say, please go check her out, because I know a lot of you would love to have careers, whether it be on Broadway or in the arts. And so this is a real opportunity to see, from Kina's perspective. She's as a Broadway singer and a dancer, she's an amazing dancer and actress. From her perspective and how you get there. How do you prepare now before you become even a professional? How do you prepare to say, yes, I want to be paid on the stage and make my living there? Don't miss it. She's just phenomenal. So I'm hoping to have a chat with her on Instagram Live too. So we'll see what happens. Okay, I'm already sweating because there's no air in my building today. So hi. Okay, well, we Armenians, we sweat. Okay. All right, how you guys doing? Conchita. You're saying, can you end up on Broadway if you have not studied in one of the schools there? I don't know. I don't know. I think in the UK, I'm told that you have to study at one of their schools. I don't think that's the US. You have to have you have to be here though to audition. You have to be here to meet the people that are behind the desk. So that's the main thing. Hi, Stephen. How are you? It's your birthday. Happy birthday, Stephen. We're all saying it through YouTube. Yes, it's June 17th, 2020. Okay. So today we are going to, we've really celebrated George Floyd. We're going to return to that when we go into breathing. We have really talked about how we can move forward and be a wonderful, supportive, and amazing voice and a support in the Black Lives Matter movement, so that we can change our world and hopefully all be one at one point. And wouldn't that be lovely? Oh my goodness. So Katie, so you said he's a perfect example of not having any training and making it on Broadway. Ramin, yeah. Well, I would say that, just know it's not about, well, I just get up there and do it. It's about also understanding how to stand on a stage and bring your truth, And some of us need to know the tools. And I think it would be fun to have a conversation with him about that. Maybe I'll try to get him and do that because it's a question that it's something that always comes up. He's so magnificent. It's true. Flor, hello, hi. Okay, so today, and Cynthia is here. Yes, yeah, that would be cool, right? To understand. Today, I want to go further and say, we've done all this work and going to the pain. We always have to go to the pain. We always have to go to the truth, which we're going to do today in All That Jazz. But today is also about the star. We're stepping in and we're going to celebrate and dance together and be together as one human race. Let's just go for it. What do you say? I love it. Okay, good. So before we even get into our warm-up, which we're going to go right into. Yes, Emily Autumn. Hi, darling. Yes, the star it is. We are all stepping into our superstar today. Now, it's very interesting to put it through the song and through the show written by Candor and Ebb and through the choreography by Bob Fosse. The first part of the dance is really what's on Broadway, pretty much. I mean, there might be a couple of moves there that I'm sort of inventing. But and I think Kim Morgan Green is going to be joining us from California. It's a little early there, but she was a director for me when I did Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat in North Carolina. And she was plucked out of the line by Bob Fosse. She's a Bob Fosse dancer and choreographer, and she is stunning. So if you're here or when you arrive, please say hi. But anyway, we're gonna really honor those composers and the work of Bob Fosse today, and also understand Chicago. So Chicago, let's think about that for a minute. Yeah, Taya, you know Emily Autumn, right? Yeah, how lucky are we, huh? Yeah, I've been working with her for a little while, and she is stunning. So I'm glad you raddies are here with us, and please look her up, you guys, if you don't know Emily Autumn, at Emily Autumn. Oh yes, and go get her cards too. They're life shifting. Okay, so let's think about Chicago for a moment. All That Jazz. So this is about, the time is 1926 in Chicago. So let's think about that for a moment. Prohibition is happening. So that means drinking is against the law. And in those days too, you're supposed to, get married, have a child, don't have sex until you're married. And also, by the way, jazz is kind of evil. Yeah, it's not the thing your mother wants you to be listening to. So we want to find the need of our characters. And I have something exciting to tell you about that as well. Stephen, yes, it's your birthday. Hi, Laura. Yeah, it's not too early, Katie. I know, but she said that she didn't want to be singing at 9 a.m. I don't know. Okay, so we are going to understand, before we even get started, the character, the need is to be free. So free to do whatever you want, okay? That is going to be our need. Now, when the need gets jammed up, this is something I've never talked about before. When the need gets jammed up and you can't get free, comes the tragic flaw. Now, the tragic flaw, this is all from amazing Susan Batson. Her book is called Truth. I think it's backwards right now, so you can't see it. But it says, Truth, Personas, Needs, and Flaws in the Art of Building Actors and Creating Characters. This book is, well, as you know, she's my mentor of 30 years. And all the stuff we talk about here is really cool to get this book. You can get it online, or you can get it through Amazon. And when she talks about the tragic flaw, that's when the need gets all jammed up and they don't feel free. And what do? In Chicago, they become killers. Oh yeah. They'll kill their husbands. They'll kill their lovers. You know, you don't fit right. I'm going to kill you. Now, none of us are killers and none of us are going to be killers. But isn't this fun? We get to actually go to a place that's dark and fun and extra crazy. So we're going to make it art today. So this is going to be fun. It wasn't backwards. Good. Thank you, Jeff. Hi, Jeff. All right, cool. So here it is again, truth. So you can see that. That's right, Emma. Chicago is if you were here, you know, you would have seen it. It'll still be here when Broadway opens up, and I'm sure it will. I'm sure it will. Okay. Wonderful. So this book is really, really cool. In fact, it's one of those books where, you know, I've worked with her for so many years and I've read it all the way from beginning to end and done several chapters several times. But so often I reread it. It's like I've never read it before because you're always coming back to it in a new understanding. So it's one of those reference books that you just want on your shelf when you're really trying to get into your truth. And as singers, that's what we want. We want to sing through our truth. Okay, so let's get going. Hi, Lulu. So here we go. We are going to warm up our voices. Also keeping in mind a couple of questions I had this week. One was from Cheyenne, and Cheyenne said that she's a wonderful pop singer. I saw her video, and she said she wanted her soprano notes or her head voice pop to be more free. And what I told her was that, you know what, you want to keep working on, you know, your real true soprano voice, because then you can start manipulating it into that pop head voice and make it really cool. But you got to know what you have all the way. So that's a question, meaning today for us ladies, this is more of a belt song. For you men, don't worry. You're just going to sing it from your home base Broadway, from your Broadway, you know, legit Broadway, traditional Broadway voice. For us ladies, it's more in our chest voice. But that said, we always want to warm up the full voice. And for men too, we want to warm up our low notes and all the way up high too, because then you're ready to go. Oh, great, Felicia. You ordered for the book. Yeah, well, you know what? Time flies. It's going to be there before you know it, even if it takes a couple of months. Hi, Delilah. Is it Delilah or Delilah? I don't know. Hi, honey. I'm so happy you're here. My gosh, what a talent you are. Laura, wonderful. Yes, Laura Kai, get that, honey. I think that'll be really good for you because I know you're working on your actress a lot to really trust the truth, right? Okay. So we are going to do a full warm up for our whole voice, and then we're going to hone it for all that jazz. And then we're going to learn some dance moves and understand maybe how to get our technical stuff connected, even if we're dancing. Sound good? Okay, here we go. 18 minutes, not too bad. Going right to, usually it's like an hour and 20 before we even do a warm up. Oh my gosh. Oh, Francisca, you're here from Portugal. Hi, so good to see you. Good. Any questions before we start? Lulu's here, ready for some Fosse. Cree, cree. Yes, it's going to be good. That's for sure. Okay. Now, we're always going to do our warm up. I'm going to do a little review as we always do. It's like, Mary, do we have to do this again? Now, if you're brand new, just keep following along with me. But because I'm going to explain everything, but we're going to start a little bit backwards. You're ready, Emma. Good. So let's do the S together. So if you're new, just join me with this S exercise. We're going to do an inhale and the belly button, or like an inch below, it's going to move in on the exhale. Let's do that together. Please stand up, okay, guys? We can do it sitting as well. But today we're dancing, and I don't know if you've done your stretches. I did mine today. Also, did you make your bed? You want to make your bed before you begin working. Very important. Yeah. because we got to be clean at home, and then we can go be messy in the work. We can go be killers in the work. How fun is that? You know, I got another really important question, and I get it all the time about being scared and saying, well, I start to sing and then I'm scared of the high notes and then I can't do it. And then I've got so many nerves. So what we want to do is be responsible. So I'm going to pick one of Sierra's light lessons. Let's see what we have to focus in on. I'm going to ask today, if you're nervous, what should we focus on? And really, I don't know what is going to come up. Here it is. If you're nervous, focus on, perfectly imperfect. I love that. Oh my God. That's what we're focusing on, perfectly imperfect. What that means to me and what my master voice teacher, Joan Heller, would say to me is to sing high notes, you got to sing high notes. To learn to do it, you got to go for it. If it's not perfect, oh, well, we'll get there. She also told me, Joan Heller, we want to get higher percentages. We don't need to be perfect. We're just trying to get higher percentages. So you guys who are telling me, oh, the fear keeps me, I just can't, I can't. We have to change our words. Words are so powerful. So we're changing our words to higher percentages, perfectly imperfect. We've got to also, I think, one of the cards I love in here is responsibility. We have to take responsibility, and we're going to give all of our feelings, whatever they are, to the character. Because you think the character's not feeling nervous? Oh yeah, the character's also feeling nervous. Okay, we're going to keep this nearby. Perfectly imperfect. I love it so much. Screaming with vibrato. I don't know what you mean, Lulu, but I love it. That was meant to be, Emma. Exactly. Back to the S. Now, go to a mirror. I want you guys to be able to do this without me. You don't need me to do this. It's your body, and you know we're going to learn what our body already knows, and that's how to breathe and to support and to resonate. So here we go with an inhale. Watch the sternum. Is the sternum popping out in the mirror? And think of a swing this way. Try that. Inhale, exhale, inhale. Now, Thea, you're the oboist. She had a really great question because she said, as an oboe, you've got this really tight embouchure and it's very tight because it's such a small, the reed, it's a double reed, but it's so small and the pressure is so tight that you really, tell me if I'm wrong, Thea, you have to really kind of almost squeeze this rather than be buoyant as I'm doing. I feel it going in, but it's really tight. So she said, I'm not finding the support for my voice. So this is going to be changing the channel from oboe channel for Thea to singer, actor, human being channel. So this movement in is not tight for the oboe, but swinging. Okay, now I'm going to go a little backwards and go back to the beginning, and we're going to learn what the body actually already knows. Okay. Your oboe teacher says your core should be rock hard when playing the oboe. This is so cool for us to hear, Thea, because those of you guys who go to the gym, or we go and we do yoga. I did yoga this morning, some stretching yoga, and you have to keep it tight, your core tight. When we go now, so that's right. So it's because, believe me, you are expelling air. I mean, air is going through your oboe. So it's not that you're holding it and nothing's happening. You're not pushing out. It's just such a tight pressure. So this is important, though, for us, too, that are doing, Pilates. Like they say, hold it tight, core. All of you ballerinas. I know, Emily Autumn, you're doing ballet. I know that Eloise, you're doing ballet. So you guys are told to hold in, bring it in, hold tight, so that we have this beautiful line. Well, we now have to, what I call, change the channel. We're going from oboe, the gym, going from Pilates, yoga, and also if you feel like you're fat and you want to hold this in all the time, We are also going to add that to the oboe channel and dancer channel, the ballerina channel. Now we're going to change that channel, the one that we have to hold this in. Now we're going to go to singer, actor, human being channel. This now we have to take the responsibility to go into the sensation of just how the body works. We're going to learn the breath that your body uses, Taya, when you're sleeping at night. And we're using the same support that your body uses when you laugh or when you cough or when you sneeze to protect your vocal cords from not hitting each other. So we're going to go right into that now. Now, anybody who's brand new, I know Taya has been watching my other videos, the other quarantine voice lessons. You might want to go back and watch those because I explain it in every single one, maybe a little differently. So you can do that. Lulu used to play oboe as well. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense, honey. So she says, I used to play the oboe. It's like holding your breath and being really tense, at least in my experience. Yeah, I play the flute, so it's not the same as the oboe because the oboe it's just so tight. In oboe, it's almost like, tell me if I'm wrong. I know my oboe friends when I went to grad school at the New England Conservatory, it's almost like they have to, after they play a phrase, they have to exhale all the air and then take a new breath. So we're really changing that channel now, okay? And also know your mouth, Taya, the embouchure is just going to be free, almost, and this is great for all of us. We're going to think of inhaling through our nose and our mouth as if we could inhale through our cheeks at the same time. Okay, so here we go. Where are your lungs? Show me. Okay, here are the lungs, right near my star. The bottom of the lungs are around the bottom of the rib cage. We have all these ribs. We have these two balloons, our lungs, that need to blow up. How do they do that? How do they do that? Some of you may say, oh, it's the diaphragm. It does this thing. Okay, but let's think about this. And this is where I'm going to honor George Floyd, I think, for the rest of my life. I'm going to mention him in the breathing for the rest of my life. You know, I've always used Christopher Reeve, who had that horseback riding accident and he broke his neck. And I always used him, but we're going to use George Floyd. So what happens is we have these two balloons that have to blow up. Oh God, I'm sorry. I'm just reading Jess here. She said, your personal trainer, you took a breath and your tummy went out. I'm so proud of you, Jess. Now, remember, having this breath that we're learning right now is really good for sports too. And Eric, who always watches the videos here, will say the same. Okay, I got to stop talking. Here we go. So we've got two balloons. Yes, there's a diaphragm that's right under our lungs, and it's all the way around, And it's a muscle. And what is it? An involuntary muscle or a voluntary muscle? Am I telling with my brain, am I telling my diaphragm to move? No, I don't even know. I can barely feel that it's there. It's an involuntary muscle. Now, this is what nobody tells you, and this is what we can understand from George Floyd. We have in our neck on either side what's called nervo frenico, the phrenic nerve. So my body's saying, I've got to breathe, I've got to breathe, I've got to breathe. The phrenic nerve sends a signal to the diaphragm. And the diaphragm hears the signal, and the diaphragm then contracts. And it drops down when it gets that signal. It drops down by itself, involuntary. It creates a negative pressure in the lungs or a vacuum. And it pushes aside the organs so the tummy comes out. That's why, Jess, your tummy came out so perfectly because you were just trusting that the diaphragm was pushing aside those muscles. And the air rushes into the lungs. Now, when that white police officer took this man, put him on the ground, and put his knee on the side of his neck, literally, that was stopping the signal to send to the diaphragm. So the diaphragm could not contract. And that's why he said, I can't breathe. That's why he said, I can't breathe. He could still talk, so he wasn't strangling him, meaning it wasn't the channel was still open, but he was stopping the signal and it was shutting down his body and it completely shut down, and he passed away in 8 minutes and 46 seconds. So we want to honor George Floyd, and I want to honor him for really making me understand, and our gratitude for having air and having our phrenic nerve working, and that we can come together and not let this kind of racism be in our world any longer. That's what we want. We want to move forward and never have this kind of brutality from police who are supposed to protect us. And remember, we white people feel protected when the police come. I had a wonderful Italian student this last week during a private, and he said, when I'm in Italy, I call the police, they're going to help me. In Black America, you call the police and you don't know, they might hurt you, or kill you. So here we are. Okay, so it sends the signal. Very good. You guys know involuntary. I'm so pleased. Sending the signal, the diaphragm contracts, the tummy comes out. So what do? Now, do we breathe at the top of our lungs when that diaphragm drops down? No, the diaphragm's dropping down. The air starts at the bottom of the lungs and down. So all I want you to think about for the inhale is just that, which you did perfectly. Now, what Eric tells us, he's a professional soccer player. What he tells us is this breath, when he's playing professional soccer or football, some you call it overseas, that he has more stamina, more strength. He can run faster, longer, and not get as tired. So it's really using this breath is really magnificent. Now, I would say that you're using it kind of for the oboe because you're not breathing up here. You still have to breathe down here, and then you hold the core rather than send it. So this is the inhale. Let's do it together. Through nose, mouth, cheeks, as if you could breathe through your cheeks like a fish's gills. Just easy. I call it the silent breath. And the tummy comes out. Okay, wonderful. There you go. That's the inhale. All right. Oh, that's great, Moonbeam. Yeah, the light lessons with Sierra are so amazing. Her Sunday light lessons, go check them out. Okay, so that's the inhale. Now we're going to do the exhale, what's connected to the support. So Taya and the oboists, what you were taught is, believe it or not, you are taught to move it in, but hold it tight. So we're going to let go of that idea. That's the singer actor. That's the dancer channel, the I'm not fat channel, model channel. If you're walking down the model thing, you got to keep it all in. Now we're going to go buoyant. I love the word buoyant. Thank you, Clarissa. Yeah, I posted a video that came from Eduardo. Eduardo sent me that video. And it was so cool. You could see the diaphragm dropping down and the lungs filling up. Now, remember, I always have to say this because a lot of teachers say to push out the ribs. Now, as you saw from that video, Clarissa, actually the ribs in the back, it does go out. But the fact is we don't have to think about that. Just think about releasing the tummy here, and then all this will happen. It goes out. I'm not thinking about it, though. If you think about pushing out and holding this tight, we get jammed. And we got to get just streamline this breath. Okay, so that's the inhale. Now, as I said, nose, mouth, as if you could breathe through your cheeks, is a silent breath. It's not against the law to do other breaths, which we're going to go into when we do the dance. You're going to have so much fun. But please, as we're warming up, just make this your what I call home base. We want to have our home base breath, we want it all honed to the easiest, most powerful, amazing, and then we can go anywhere. We have different choices, which we can make them character choices. But right now, I want your most powerful, beautiful, awesome voices from each one of you stars, okay? Oh, and then there was the squirrel, Jess and Laura. Oh my gosh. Bethany Photography, she also showed me an owl, you guys. So let's think about support for a minute. Here comes support, which the gals are talking about the squirrel. It's on my Instagram page. Go check out the squirrel. It's crazy. It's in nature. What we're learning is how the body works. Okay, We've got the lungs. We've got the diaphragm. Now I say the story. I say, I'm here in New York City on the 16th floor of a high-rise. So where's the support of my building? Right? It's in the foundation. Exactly. So it's in the foundation. So we are the building. We're the high-rise. We've got Mary's apartment up here. We've got the lungs and the diaphragm. We don't want to put the support up here in my apartment or the building will fall over. We have to have it in the foundation. So we're going to go under the diaphragm, and I call it belly button down. So we're going to use our legs. And the fun thing is we're going to dance today, and the legs are actually going to help us. I promise. We're going to find a way to make our dancer also in all of this. Okay? All right. I'm sweating already. So I call it belly button, super belly button here. So when we inhale, the diaphragm's contracting. When we exhale, we're working now. We're moving this in. So don't hold it tight, Taya. Don't hold it tight. Don't grab it. You're going to swing it in on the S. And don't make the S tight. Don't go to the embouchure of the oboe. No. Let's do, if you can do a lip trill or a tongue trill, do a tongue trill. Some of you can't do it, but if you can, try the tongue trill. Now think about two balls spinning around each other, not grabbing and holding, spinning around each other. Now try the lip trill. S, S, release. Good. Now, if you're a dancer, you're used to holding this really tight as well. So to surrender your tummy out, it's really hard, especially if or you're in the gym and your trainer says, hold this tight. You have to say, okay, I'm going to release it. Do an S. Do a really long one. Let's see how much air we have. S. Keeps moving in. Now, as we exhale with the tummy moving in like that, the belly button, the diaphragm is actually relaxing. It's decontracting. Okay, so we're following it, kind of like a swing. Right? Very good. Okay, Cynthia has a question. With your quarantine classes and after getting some personalized notes in private class, I feel like I'm coming into my power. Yes, ma'am. I feel more grounded, feel and opened more than ever. Oh, Cynthia, I'm so glad, honey. You are such a talent. Oh my gosh. It's so interesting because we did work privately together and we were just tweaking it. These are little tweaks, and I know we only have 2 more quarantine lessons to go, but I do hope starting in August, that I'll be doing some Zoom classes for really affordable prices so that we can still meet up. So just keep that in your mind, okay, that we'll do that. But this is so good. And, grounded is not about, holding your legs on the ground. It's about understanding that the belly button down is your foundation, like your roots, and that this up here is released. And what's interesting is we hold the world on our shoulders sometimes. So we hold this up. Oh, good. I'm glad you like that idea. Okay, good. Yeah, don't worry. I'm not disappearing forever. I just have to travel in July. So we're all good. Okay. So now notice I went, okay. So this is so important. We're going to connect that to the voice next. Super belly button. That is right. You know what? We're going to do this little exercise. I've never done this before. So stand up, please. And this is to help you get, quote, grounded. Okay. So what you're going to do, I wanted you to be able to see me, but I don't know if you can see my feet. So what we're going to do is we're going to bend your knees, put your hips, your feet over your hips, bend your knees, and you're going to release your arms, kind of like we're all a gorilla right now. Release your head, and you're just going to, you can't see me, but you're going to bend your knees, and you're going to lift into releve, lift your heels way up. But this is all released. But let's see if you can see my legs. So here are my legs. I'm bending my knees and I'm feeling it right in my thighs. My heels are up and I'm like that. So just hang there like that. Go into releve, release over like a gorilla. And you want to stay there until your thighs start to get tired. And keep breathing, guys. Just let this tummy release. Keep in the breath. Whew. Are you able to do it, Emily Autumn? Release your shoulders, your head's released. Your ankle, your heels are up. Your knees are bent. You feel it in your thighs. Whew. And when you're ready, you can come up. Now, that is called a bioenergetics exercise. It takes, if you have any energy up here that's pulling up, it pushes all the energy down, and now we feel it in our legs. Yes, good, Emily. I thought you'd like that. Yep. So that's good for getting grounded. I found that exercise. I was doing my one-woman show years ago. I was in the middle of, I had been doing it for years and years and years, exploring different ways to do it. And it was during this moment that it wasn't going very well. And the producer was so mad at me and everybody was mad at me. And I had to do the show that night and they were just pissed off and thought I was doing a bad job. And I was so upset. So I was like this and I could barely sing. And I called my chiropractor and I'm like, what do I do? I'm in hell. And she gave me that exercise. And it brought all this crazy tension down. So this is another good exercise to do if you're feeling a lot of fear that some of you told me. Yeah, you know who you are. This brings it down. 24 hours straight, right. Hi, Ashley. Hey. Oh, good, Stephen. I'm glad you liked it. Great, Laura. You got it. Excellent. Emma. Oh, good. You're all getting it. Wonderful. Okay. This is awesome. Yeah. It's so cool because the energy rushes down to our legs. I do too. I feel so released here now. This is amazing. Oh, good. I'm glad I spent the moment doing that. That's a new exercise. Yeah, Jess, you need it like Emily. It's like, can we do that like all day long? Okay. So now we know that we've got our lungs, the diaphragm. We're all feeling our legs are part of it. Notice I'm not saying tuck your bottom and hold your thighs. I'm not saying any of that. Just get into your legs, go into the ground. We're going to use that in the exercise. And let's do the S again. Good, Moade. You like it. I'm so glad. Wonderful. Now we're going to do the lip trill. Excellent. Taya, how are you doing? Are you able to do it? Oh, I'm sorry, Emma, about your internet. Okay, you can check it out later. Yeah, internet right now is so crazy. Okay. James, wonderful. Great. It's a really good routine to do. Yes, I love that for your productions. Wonderful. Lucina, ti ricordi questo esercizio? I can't even speak Italian anymore. I have to study again. Sabrina. So Sabrina, you're talking about this S exercise. You have to consciously bring it in. We are like starting the car. We're starting the motor. Now notice I'm not saying grab up here. I'm not saying grab up here. That's where our diaphragm is. It has to be free to move. But yes, right now, this is your power. This is connecting to your power. It's connecting to protection. So you protect your vocal cords. And, if you're doing it too hard, I might say loosen up a bit. But you have to consciously say, I am bringing this in. And notice I'm saying scoop. I'm saying swing. Not press down, not press in, but swing it in. And when you swing it in, that's when the sternum pops out. Good. Now we're going to hook up your breath and your support with your voice, right? Great, great, great. Esercizio, grazie. Grazie, Lucina. Oh, God. Okay. By the way, I want to come to Italy in November. I'm hoping I can get there. All right, our voice. So let's think about this for a minute. Have a drink of water. It's warm today, so we have to stay hydrated. Now, for those of you who have vocal fry, if you're speaking in your throat like this at all, you're in trouble. You can't do that. Grande Lucina, sì, facciamolo, sarà incredibile, non vedo l'ora. Okay, so we've got to release. So when you're doing vocal fry, it means that you have these two vocal cords and they are vibrating. But if you're putting your thought into your throat and you're talking like this, that means the vocal cords are rubbing against each other. And if they're rubbing against each other, they're hurting them because they are so delicate, and it's like they're going to get a callus if they keep rubbing together. And if you're pushing your voice to be heard speaking here, it's vocal damage. So number one, we have to get out of that voice. That is not your powerful voice. That is a way to hide. That is a way you feel emotional because you're like, oh, I'm so emotional. I really feel emotional. You feel emotional, but you're actually not sharing. You have what I would call an armor of a wall of armor, like a wall that we can't connect to you. So vocal fry is really, really dangerous. Let's see what Katie's saying. How do you fix vocal? Because I think I might be speaking in my throat sometimes. Great, Katie. Thank you, honey. Yeah, Jess, I might be in Palermo. Let's see what happens. If I'm with Lucina, we would do it in Palermo. So let's see. Come to Palermo. That would be great. So Katie, the thing is, it's really, don't feel bad about it because it's in your generation. It's become a generational kind of way to speak. So this is how you get out of it. And this is actually how you sing well as well. This is both for singing, I believe, is out of talking. And we have to speak in the right way. So Sabrina's asking, is it correct to use vocal fry only during onset? I don't know what you mean, Sabrina. I think you mean a glottal stop. There are glottal stops, absolutely. But that's when we add, like if I say, I am an angel. A glottal stop is when we add the vocal folds do connect to make a consonant before a vowel. I'm an angel. I am an angel. So yes, that's called the glottal stop. And if they're done incorrectly, they can be really dangerous. But they're also, if you've got good support, which we're just doing right now, you'll be okay. But you want to know the difference, because if your voice is really tired and you keep talking like that, it can get dangerous. How do you know if you're speaking in your throat? Well, Raven, does your throat, okay, can you hear the difference when I'm talking? So this is when we're going to do it right now. So don't worry, we'll do it. But this is me speaking without it. I'm just speaking through what I call my front passage resonators, which we're going to go to next. These are the front passage resonators, somewhere around your mouth and your cheeks for speaking. This area, this is where you want to kind of think about where you're talking. Some people call this speech level. Unfortunately, some people, I think about your vocal cords. But so this is the deal. Oh, what are you saying? I could stay awake just to hear your breathing. In the beginning, we can do this onset right. Okay, I don't know what that means. Okay, sorry. All right, so we have vocal folds in our throat. Now, they are a part of your talent, you know, and it takes a long time for your vocal cords to grow up. You know, they're very young. They don't really mature until you're like in your, 20s or 30s. So also, we all have different kinds of vocal cords. Men and women have different vocal cords because of hormones. Our vocal cords act differently. So they are a part of your talent, definitely a part of your talent. Their thickness, their thinness, what they are, part of your DNA, that's a part of your talent, for sure. Now, the thing is, though, there's a quantum theory that says if we focus on a molecule, if we observe a molecule, the molecule changes. So we don't want to put our thought. So Raven, this is what I'm thinking. If you're thinking about your throat, we don't want to put our thought there because it changes it. So then I'm like here and I'm putting my thought that I wanna speak into my vocal cords here. Now they're freaking out and rubbing up against each other. So yeah, the onset means glottal stop. I think we're all together on that. So Sabrina, I'll talk about resonance right after with head voice and chest voice, okay? So just save that question. After I go through it, you can ask it again. Is it possible to feel tired after speaking, or does that mean I'm speaking in a wrong way? It probably means you're not using your support. So let's get this together. You have to have support, guys. Support is like super belly button, not quite super, because it is so important. For me to talk to you for 3 hours without anything, or 8 hours singing, and you don't want to be tired. So yeah, okay. So this is what we're doing. We are going to use the breath and support. Let's do an S. How's that going? Can you see your sternum popping out? Now we're going to go for sensation of vibration around your mouth and your cheeks. Say that for me and chew. Good. We're going to move the thought that it lives in our throat. If you're in your throat, we have to now move the thought that it's in your lips and your cheeks. Now, you're going to move this in. You have to really move it in. You can't just like, This initiates the vibration. Do that with me. Now I'm having you chew because we don't want to tighten the jaw. Some of you like to hear your voice. You think, oh, if I listen to my voice, then I'm going to make it better. That's not true because your ears are back here. So don't go for sound right now. Get your recorder on. Record this voice lesson today, and then you can listen later. But you want to go for vibration. S, S, Good, right? It's going to tickle right around your lips. S, So Meg says the molecule changes. When we try to control our natural process, they are no longer natural. Yeah, when we put thought, it's amazing because if you observe it or think about it, it knows it. It changes. Isn't that crazy? That's physics. So it's just proof. The reason why I say that quantum theory is the proof of we don't want to get the vocal cords to be freaked out. We want them to be in their natural state so we can sing through them without focusing on them. What we do as the singer is we focus on vibration. Now, lots of stuff is going on physically, and that can be interesting to study that, but that is not a vocal pedagogy. That is looking at the body anatomy-wise. So we are now going, how do I make my anatomy and make it free through my voice and my voice lesson, like learning. What do we do to learn that? Make sense? That's right, Meg. We have to trust our bodies. Very good. You tried, so JV said you tried to sing and record with headphones on and it was deafening my head. You cannot sing with headphones on. Absolutely not. God, I don't mean that. Take the headphones out of your ear. Yeah, it's different in a recording studio. What I'm saying now is sing into the room and have the recorder pick it up. And later you can listen. Yeah, well, it's good that it was deafening you because that means you were singing out and then you were hearing out here in your ears. Please do not wear headphones. That's really, really, really important. Okay. So good. So here we are. Okay, so we're good. So now we're going to go for speaking. We have to sing through vowels, so we're going to speak through it. Do an S. S. Now say me. And notice it's the same action. Me. Try that. Me. Ooh, I'm using M, so you can guide the vibration here. Notice I'm not saying, say, me. There's some teachers, I don't know why, but they teach you to grovel and stuff like that, and it's really dangerous. So let's just stay right with our lips, because now you can sing anything and you don't have to worry about danger. You can just have fun and sing. Me. Say that. Me. Good. JV got it. Yes. Say ma. 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 Now do an S. S. Now, instead of a glottal stop, we're going to use an H. Haul that jazz. Say that. Haul that jazz. Now, notice we're speaking. Now, to answer Sabrina's question about head voice and chest voice, we're doing what's called mixing right now. I'm calling it your talking voice. Some people call it speech level. We're just going to put pitch on speaking. Me. Say that. Me. Mema. Mi mema. Right in the front. Mi mema. Now, if you're somebody who's been trying to listen to your voice, you might be going, mi mema. Mi mema. Then you have to bring it very forward. Mi mema. For others of you who are going kind of nasal, mi mema. And the belly button is always initiated. If you should be getting tired here, this is your engine. This is what we're sending and connecting with, not your throat. So does that make sense? Yeah. Now you guys can keep sending me videos. I'm happy to hear you speaking. I'm happy to hear you singing. So on Instagram, you can do an unlisted YouTube video and then send it to me, a DM, a direct message on Instagram, and I'll send you back some feedback, okay? Your ears are vibrating. Good, Lucina. The thing you said about buoyancy really helps. Taya, your sternum's bouncing out. That's great. That means you've solved it. You've solved it. From the oboe channel, now you're in singer, actor, human being channel. How cool is that? Yeah, Meg, we really can trust our bodies. Good, good, good. Ronili, yeah, you can send it through Facebook as well. That's fine. But it's really great to do a link. So just send me the link if you can. That's what I prefer from the YouTube unlisted link, because then I just click on the link and it's easy to get you. Okay, so we're getting it. It's good. Now, all that jazz is really out of that talking. And guys, men, this is great because you can obviously, we're just speaking it down here. We're singing it down there. We're going to add pitch down there. So let's try that from talking. This is great because what you're going to do now is solve your speaking voice so that you will have a fresh, beautiful, dynamic voice for the rest of your life. The rest of your life. Now, let me bring it back to Black Lives Matter. I've had Black men in my class in New York City who speak very demurely. Big, handsome, gorgeous, muscular Black men. And they sing for me. Their voice is beautiful. They speak, and it's like really demure and pulled back. Why? Because they are subconsciously trying to be not too much for us white people, because there is this stigma that handsome, muscular, young Black men are dangerous. So they're trying to step away from their voice and not be in their full power to make us feel more comfortable. So I have brought that to our attention. We need all of them. That said, we need all of you. Also, women often do this. Men, you guys often do that. But my black students, oh my goodness, we have to change that. We have to get all the full star power. Star. So what I'm teaching you right now is this front vibration. You are going to feel like you're taking a lot of space. Good. We need your space. We need your truthful voice in the world. We need all of your emotions and your truth, and being responsible. Okay, so I just say that story to say, let's embrace everybody's power. Let's embrace and have respect with each other and integrity, but not diminish our power to make people feel like, oh, I won't hurt you, or I won't get in the way. I won't take up too much. This happens also in families. Some of you gals, you know, maybe you have an older sister and you don't want to outshine her. Maybe you have a dad who says you're not allowed to do this. And so you stay like that. So I'm just saying, just go to your body, how it works. We're going to make art out of it. That's what's so cool. We get to make art out of it. How cool is that? Ah, Delilah, you're getting it, right? How do I talk without vocal fry but avoid singing? I don't know what you mean, Taya. You speak right here, and now we're going to put it on singing. Is it normal for phlegm to be produced when you're steaming your cords? Hi, Ashley. So what that means is you might have some postnasal drip without knowing it. And so if you're steaming your cords and phlegm is coming up, that's good. It's getting out. So that's all good. And, you know, I have that lemon drink I always talk about for phlegm is a big glass of water, a full lemon. You can squeeze, organic is always the best. Squeeze, well, full glass of water. You could do a half a lemon and then put in a tablespoon of maple syrup and a dash of red cayenne pepper. And that helps really with the phlegm. But yeah, that just means you probably have a little postnasal drip, which happens at spring. You might have an allergy. You might be catching a cold, and then the phlegm's coming out. That's good. So that's all good. There you go, Meg Stevens. So time to stop whispering. You know, again, this is home base. You might have a moment where you want to whisper, where you don't, but it's a choice. It's not a subconscious way of home base. I want you to have your full, beautiful voice. We need you in this world. We need the light that you guys bring. You guys are all light and love. We need to accelerate that in our world to eliminate all that evil going around. Taya says you usually have very bad vocal fry, but when you try to connect it for talking, it feels like you can only sing. You can't sing with vocal fry, Taya, and you can't speak with vocal fry. If you do, you hurt yourself. Okay, so we don't want vocal fry. That could be a choice if you're doing an acting scene and you're on the phone and it's soft and you want to give it to the character because the character talks like that. Again, it's a color. You might use it someday, but this is home-based healthy. And you don't want to sing with vocal fry and you do not want to speak with vocal fry. Is that clear? No vocal fry. And believe me, and Lucina knows this, there's something called voicecraft in Italy, and they teach you to warm up your voice by rubbing your vocal cords together. It's very dangerous. The students that I took on who had that, some of them had nodes and some of them were on their way to nodes, and all of them were uncomfortable and horrified. And we finally, with a little time, got rid of it. So that's where we are. No, Lucina, it's not okay. Absolutely not. Now, the only exercise I do is the ga, but do not use the vocal fry. Please stop. Please. It's a myth. Okay? It's really, 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 really bad. Use the vibration instead. Now, you guys, this is what opera singers do. You always see them like, They're always going, That's kind of a stereotypical thing you see an opera singer do. Why? Because they're getting their voice warmed up. So this is your voice for singing. This is what I call the dominant resonator, and it's the front passage resonator. You know, Lucina, it's not your fault because you guys have this weird voice craft thing. And it makes me crazy, honey, because they say it's from the United States. We don't have it here. So it's so a part of your culture now, your singing culture. And it's really, really dangerous. All the students that I had who studied that had psychological problems about singing, and because it hurts you. So please don't use it. It's not necessary. Your vocal cords are so, they're really fragile, you know, and they're really, we want to take good care of them. So drink water, swallow. We don't even want to cough. You don't even want to cough. You just want to swallow. If you have to cough, you have to cough. But again, we want the vocal cords to be free. Okay, good, honey. I'm so glad you asked, Lucina. Grazie per la domanda. Molto, molto importante. Perché voicecraft, it makes me crazy. It makes me crazy. Okay. Okay, good. No singing. Yeah, I don't really want to see the video, to be honest, but you can send it. But I don't even want to be near it. It's like, no. But that said, you guys, don't be scared of singing. I don't want you to tiptoe around and say, because people say, oh, if you belt, you're going to hurt yourself. That, we're going to take away that myth today. We're going to take that myth away, because you don't have to belt in your throat. See, that we get all these little things confused, you know. Voice teachers think, oh, belting is maybe they think it's vocal fry. I don't know, but they think that you're focusing here. We are not. We're going to make it really streamlined and easy. Okay, I'll shut up. Here we go. So the front passage is here. This is our dominant resonator. This is where I'm speaking up from right now. Again, the vibration is what you want. Try that. Angelica, yeah, I'm teaching musical theater right now. We're doing all that jazz from Chicago. So actually, I teach every style. The cool thing is what I'm teaching right now, the breath and the support, and this front passage. This is our home base for whatever style you sing. So whether high opera, it's really a good question. Whether it's high opera or musical theater or rap, my man gives real loving. That's why I call him killer. It's not a wham bam, thank you ma'am, talking. Whether you're doing gospel, this is our home base. And men, that's your home base forever and ever, amen. Ladies, we also have a lot more chest voice that we can do, which we're going to do today. So here comes somebody new. You said you cracked and don't feel you can go higher the bass. Can I train my voice to go higher? Yep, you're in the right place. Stay with me here. Okay, here we go. Okay, so Meg, you started to learn to belt but not in your throat. Allow the sound to come to my lower body and pushing the air out. Okay, I wouldn't call it pushing air out. I would call just resonating. Okay, so we want to go for vibration. That's really important. You guys are helping me understand what you need to hear. It's about vibration. So here we are. We're going to change the thought that our voice is here, and we're going to move it to the front passage. I know there are vocal cords here. We're not going to focus on them. There's a quantum theory that says if we focus there, they're going to freak out. We're going to focus on vibration here. Beautiful. Mi, me, ma. So you're going to throw me, just push it at me. Ready? Mi, me, ma. Do an S first. S. Now, like we're doing an S, you're bringing the belly button in, and we're going to send out mi, me, ma around your mouth. Mi, me, ma. Good. S. S. Mi, me, ma. Throw it back at me. S. Mi, me, ma. Good. S. S. Listen to mine. Mi, me, ma. Throw it to me. S. Mi, me, ma. Now, as we go up the scale, Ticket, this is for you. We're going up what I call the floors of the resonators. So now we're going to feel mi, me, ma a little bit higher. S, listen once. Mi, me, ma. Do it to me. S, mi, me, ma. Good. A little higher around your cheeks. Listen. S, mi, me, ma. Throw it to me. S, mi, me, ma. Good. Now a little higher, S, S. Round your cheeks. Mi, me, ma. Throw it to me. S, mi, me, ma. Beautiful. So this is what I call talkie voice. Some people call it speech level. These are the floors right through here. Right through here. Okay? Now, if we do the lip trill, we're going to go straight up. Ticket, this is for you. S, S. The belly button moving in, the balls are going to spin faster for the higher notes. S. Also, we need more energy of support. That's why the balls spin faster. And Taya, this is moving in quicker now. So it's going to be more pressurized. But remember, it's not holding for the oboe. It's sending it in, and the balls are spinning faster. Also, getting into your legs, belly button down is the support. So for the higher notes, if we just bend our knees, it gives us more support. Try that S. Good. Now, we're thinking about it going straight up. This is now your sounding board going up the scale and back down. Do you understand that? Here are the floors again. All these are like little floors going up, 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 up. Notice I'm not saying back here. That's too open and weird. Only here. Now do it on an M. Okay. Now one more thing, and this is for you, Ticket, to understand how to get to the higher notes. There's one more thing of physics. I explain this in every class, but I'm going to keep explaining. Okay, so here is our front passage. That's bones and cartilage, and it's got air inside, air pockets inside, just like here. And those air pockets vibrate. That's the vibration I'm talking about. So, Angelica, you're saying, is it possible to go from mezzo to soprano? You know, you're talking about categories. So can we just let go of the category right now? Let's just call it your low voice and high voice, and don't call it mezzo and soprano. I'm going to tell you more about categories after this, but please don't even worry about a category right now, okay? Just think your low voice and high voice. And yeah, we want to make it nice and rich on the bottom and nice and sparkly on the top. So this is how we do it. So here I've got this much space in my bottle. I'm going to blow into the bottle. Da, that's the note. Now I'm going to drink some more water. Okay, now there's more space in the bottle because I drank water. Will the note be lower or higher when I blow into the bottle? Da, it's going to be higher or lower? Da, tell me. Da, ba, going to be lower or higher? Sorry, we have a little delay all the time. Lower or higher? Did you make your choice? Let's see if you're right. Ba, ba, lower. No, Taylor, it's lower. There you go, Jess. More space and it's lower. So what do we do with that? As the singer, what do we do with that? Oh, good, Angelica. I'm glad you like that. I'm glad you like that answer. I'm with you. Yay, no category. So the lower notes, which are down here, the space for them to vibrate. Mi, mi, ma, mi, ma, or down here, mi, ma. That space for the note to vibrate is going to be smaller than the higher note. Mi, ma. So if I'm doing the lip trill, if I try, Ticket, if I try to open to the higher note. Like Taylor Williams, you said, oh, the higher note needs to be bigger. Look what happens. I just spit all over my piano. And it also hurts your throat because it's physics. If we try to go for a wider, bigger note with our brain, it's going to blat and it's not going to be good. And you're not going to know what your range is, Ticket. We have to find out what your range is. You're welcome, Taylor. I'm so thrilled you're here. Good. So let's stand and try this together so we can really understand the physics. S. Do it again. Now we're going to go up. And as we go up, go into your legs. Woohoo! And as you go up, use your hands like a pyramid shape. I call this pyramid. S. And just think about the vibration following through the front passage here. S. Now, you need more energy of support. Bye, Moonbeam. Bye-bye. I'm sorry you have to go. Okay, so you're going to release your head. The reason you're releasing your head is so that we don't tighten here. Remember, this has to be free. We're going for vibration, and we're using our thought that it's going straight up the front passage. S. How does that feel? Okay, so Cree says, some teachers say to imagine cold, straight needles to do the higher notes. The beam, laser beam helps too. Okay, I don't know about the straight needles, but yeah, it just means we're all on the same page. It basically means those higher notes have to be, I like calling it a laser beam or that smaller space. Because if we're trying to put the high note in a huge space, it's jammed. And then we don't know what your real range is because you're not singing through your body and through physics. You're trying to fit something really big in a small space. Doesn't work. Okay, cool. Oh, good, Facundo. I'm so glad it's clear because we've talked about this for 6 lessons, and it's part of the physics of singing, and that's what changed my life is understanding. If I knew what the physics were, I knew that it was real and that I could depend on it, whether a teacher told me or not, because I want to make you guys free of teachers that you can, you sometimes have to have somebody see you because you're the instrument. It's hard to see it, but I want you to have the power of understanding your body. That's what I want to give you. Okay. So Meg asked, do really high notes require a lot more support and breath, or should it feel easy to be up in the attic? I wouldn't worry about more breath, but I would worry about more support. So meaning, woo, it's like this. So like say, woo, 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 me, me, mo. Say it up there. Speak it up there with lots of energy. Me, me, mo. Good. Now say, me, me, mo, me, me, mo. Yeah, woo. It's tiny up there. It's going to sparkle. And so I don't worry about taking a big breath. I just worry about energy. It's like it's got to be quicker, faster, and and energized. If we don't have the energy, it doesn't work. I hope that makes sense. Oh, I'm so glad it's making sense, Facundo. Okay, Katie, the only teacher I've really needed is you. Oh, you're so sweet. Wonderful. I'm so glad. It's so amazing that we can, exchange information through this. And I just love it. You guys inspire me so much. Okay, so let's do the lip trill going up and down. I'd like you to think what the action will be for all that jazz. The action is to seduce. So put somebody there that you'd love to go get a hug. We're all in quarantine. We can't even get a hug these days. Somebody who you want to seduce and come over and give you a hug. Let's do that. Okay? Yeah. So you have your person on your fourth wall. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Thank you. I'm so glad it's making sense. That's the most important thing. Wonderful. Okay, so anybody who's new, our fourth wall, now you answer the question while I'm describing it if you already know. The fourth wall is the imaginary wall between the audience and the singer, or the singer, you're the singer, and the audience who's watching you. This could be your mom and dad in the living room. This could be you on a Broadway stage. This could be you singing for some friends at a party. It doesn't matter what stage you're on. It matters that you are now using the fourth wall, the imaginary wall, because we want to be private. We want the audience to be flies on the wall coming into our world. Now, sometimes we break the fourth wall and we talk directly to the audience. What good is sitting alone in your room? Come hear the music play. Then I'm singing to the audience. But all that jazz, we're not talking to the audience. We are going to we're going to personalize somebody on that fourth wall, somebody who we want to seduce. Yeah. So let's do that. Let's put a personalization on our fourth wall. And what that means is finding a point. Now, let me see what you're saying. Should you drop the back of your tongue when you're hitting the high notes? No. I don't quite know what you mean, honey. Should you drop the back of your tongue? I think you want to release your tongue, but your tongue should be released for every note. If you're pulling, a lot of people pull their tongue back to listen to their, I think you and I talked about that, Stephen, right? So the tongue should live right behind the teeth here and release. If you're pulling it back, I hear it in my ear, but it sounds like crap out here. So we want to release the tongue and the jaw. This is really released. This is vibrant. This is your instrument. This is molecules moving. Make sense, honey? Isn't it fun, Emma? Yeah, I love that too, honey, that we can really get into the personalization. I love that. Okay, Delilah. Yeah, you're singing beautifully, Delilah. So let's make sure the tongue is released. Okay, Stephen? You don't want to pull it back. Remember, for you, honey, I remember now, we had to really bring everything forward because it was back and soft out here. You could hear it, but we couldn't. When you're more forward, oh, it's just, you're in your true gift. I love it. Okay, so we've got the S. We were going to do the personalization. So have the person who you want to seduce on your fourth wall. You know who that might be? Yeah. Hey, if you could even make it like Ramin, you know, I mean, you can make it whoever you want, but somebody that you'd like to work with, or somebody that you'd like to go get a hug from, or maybe a former boyfriend or girlfriend, you know, or maybe what you want is what we call unfulfilled need. So our need is to be free. It's unfulfilled. And right now we want to seduce somebody because that's what we want. Unfulfilled. It's hard to get it, in other words. Oh, good, Stephen. I'm glad that makes sense. Yep, you can use Ramin. Oh, thank you, Dorothy. You said, I love that you explained this with the aid of science. Yeah, it's really, I understand it better too. And of course, I have to understand it in order to tell you guys. So, and then when we have teachers that say, oh, it's not like that. And you can say, actually, that's how the body works. And it's physics. Because there are a lot of teachers that say lots of different things all around the world. You know what I mean? So, but you guys have to trust your gut. Just remember, you have to trust your gut. If you feel that it's right, then, you know, go do that. And if for some reason you're wrong, you'll find out later, but you have to trust yourself. Even you, Lucina, if you feel like that's an exercise that helps you, you have to trust yourself. But you can see what I'm saying, and we can talk about it more. Yeah, I don't think anybody can get through a lesson without talking about Ramin. He's so good. Okay, so use Ramin. That's great. Okay, here we go. S. Now, let's do something different today. Instead of the lip trill, which I really love, we're going to just use an M. Very in the front. Now the jaw has to be free. Don't tighten the jaw. Taya, that might be really hard for you because you're used with the embouchure of the oboe. Really loose. If you'd rather do the lip trill, go for it, okay? But I'm going to give us the option today to do the M going up and down. See the person you want to seduce on your fourth wall? What you do is you pick a point on the wall. You pick a point. You could even use the screen here, like you could use the mirror over here, and you're going to put your person on that point. That way the audience can get into your story. The eyes are the window to your soul. So if you're connected to your person, we can get into your intimacy, which is into me see. Yay, Miglay's here. Welcome, honey. No problem. So let's try S. How's that feel? It's going up and down. S. Now notice I'm having you get into your legs on the high note and surrender your head. You can go away from your person, then come back. What's the strongest physical feature of their person? Is it their gorgeous face? What's the strongest human quality? Are they generous? Are they funny? Are they intelligent? That's how you're going to keep that person there. And that'll get you out of the fear of, oh God, how do I sing? How do I sing this note? Stop that voice and go into the work, go into the responsibility. And you don't have to be perfect, perfectly imperfect. So see your person there and just send it to them. Good, good, good. Good, Taylor. This is great. So here we go. S, M. Use your hands with me. S. Do a lip trill now. We're going to do both. S. Do the lip trill first. Now the M, S. S. Do the M. See, it's traveling up the front passage. Do you see how it's going smaller each time? Lip trill. You can see my belly button. You see how that pops and this pops out? We have to initiate every utterance from there. S. Lip trill. Good. What's Tam saying? Hi, Tam. We're doing, this is, don't worry, the boys sing all that jazz too in Chicago. So this is for you too, Tam. So don't worry. Yep, the boys are in Chicago. All of them. I've done all that jazz all around the world, this particular workshop, and the boys are in it. So you better be singing with me here. That's why I picked the song, because it's not just for the ladies. S, M. Now we're up here, aren't we? We're kind of feeling it here. Beautiful. Are there a way of learning to belt high notes? Yeah, just stay with me, honey. Don't talk about high notes right now. Don't talk about belting right now. We're warming up our front passage. This is your soprano. This is your tenor for the men. Not tenor. These are just your higher notes. We have to do your whole range right now, and then we'll get to the belting, I promise. But yeah, you jumped ahead. S. In fact, we're belting and all that jazz with the C and all that. So don't worry about it. S. M. Good. Lip trill. S. Let me just read your. S. Now make sure you're not doing. You have to go through it. And that means the belly button's leading it. Lip trill. Clear? Do you like the M? Are you guys enjoying that? Doing the M and the lip trill? Let me know. S. Now this is getting tighter up there. Lip trill. Tighter space on top. This is also through the passaggio right here. We're going straight through, so you have to have your support connected all the way through. Okay, good. You're liking the M. Okay, good. S. If you're really loving the M and not the lip trill, just do it twice when I do the lip trill as well. S. Now notice we're not grabbing here. We don't want to grab there. The belly button is leading it. S. Now it's living up here. Really expect it up here. For you men too, it's tighter up there. Let it be in your full voice, men. Not in your falsetto yet. S. Lip trill. S. Lip trill. Good. So one more, two more. Now it's like a little, it's like really small. Notice it's not able to do it big. Now do the lip trill. One more. Just really small up there. S. Now, man, if it goes into falsetto, that's totally fine. Now, we're just going to come back fast. I'm going to do lip trill. You can do the M. Lower floor. Round your mouth. Beautiful. We went up to B bemole, si bemole. That's where we were, Lucina. Okay, so a lot of you like the M. That's cool. That's another choice you can have. You feel the M's are feeling constricted and the higher I go. Yeah, they are going to be constricted. You're right, because it has to be really small. So that's why I like the lip trill. What do I do to make the resonator? You can't make the resonator stronger. It's just going to be tight. It's just for you to get a feeling of this front passage. So the M is not good for your highest notes. It's just to understand that it is going smaller and it's very constricted. So it's better to do the lip trill. But that's just to get you to understand that. Please don't think about making it stronger. Use the lip trill instead, okay? Does that make sense, Doris? So just do the M. It's a little bit, only if it feels real comfy should you do it all the way up there, because it gets tighter. And it's tighter because that's what's happening in the mechanism. It has to be tight. That's physics. But it's not really singing. It's just getting used to what is that vibration up there. It's just a tool to understand it. It's not the best warm-up for everybody. That's why I don't really use it. Yeah, Doris, use the trills. Don't even do the M. Okay, clear enough? Good, good, good. It's just some of the guys are saying they can't do lip trills, so it's understanding this front passage. That's why. Okay, so I'm just trying to give extra ideas. These are all ideas. If it doesn't resonate with you, do not do it. If you love the lip trill, that's my favorite. And your lips tickle, that's great, Migle. That's what you want. Your lips are numb. Perfect, Stephen. Perfect. Okay. Now, this is for men and women. We're going to do out of the talking place, and we're going to work on all that jazz. But then we're going to go up high. I really want to do some singing up high just to get that going. So we're going to do 3 floors, all that jazz. Reattack the belly button. Speak that for me. All that jazz. Now we're going to do no glottal stop. So we're going to do an H. All that jazz. All that jazz. Sing that. All that jazz. Notice I'm using the H. I'm not doing all. I'm doing hall. Right now, say hall. It's just for the exercise. Listen once. All that jazz. Throw it to me. All that jazz. We're really kind of yelling it to each other. All that jazz. Throw it to me. All that jazz. Come on, babe. Sing that for me. Come on, babe. Belly button. Listen. Come on, babe. Throw that. Come on, babe. Now, in musical theater, we really have to say the words. So we're going to seduce with our mouth. You got your person on the 4th wall. We're really going to like, come on, babe. Here we go. S. Come on, babe. Throw it to me. Come on, babe. Good. It's out of talking. Really kind of yell it. S. Come on, babe. Throw it to me. Come on, babe. Good. S. Come on, babe. Throw it to me. Come on, babe. S. Come on, babe. S. Come on, babe. Now, come on, babe is like living higher in the cheeks. Come on, babe. Say that. Come on, babe. Now, do you notice, Moede? This initiates it. Come on, babe. Not from here. We're not pushing here. This initiates it. Come on, babe. Say that. Come on, babe. Now we're going to put pitch on that. Come on, babe. Come on, babe. Again. Come on, babe. Come on, babe. Good. That's the talky place where people say speech level. That's the deal. Yes, the diction is fun, but we're not just trying to pronounce well. We're going to give it an action to seduce with your mouth and read my lips. Come on, babe. Come over here and give me a hug right now. Ramin, where are you? A lot of you want to use Ramin. Perfect. Good. How's that feel? Now we're going to go up into our high voice. This is for men and women. I'm a woman, so my voice is an octave higher. Men, Stephen, Tam, stay in your octave. You feel so weirdly seductive. Excellent. Okay, let's have some water. Wow, you guys. It's a lot of information every time, isn't it? Now, this is for Cheyenne. We're going to warm up our high voice, even though we're not really using soprano high notes. We are going to look at some of the high belting notes. So I promise, was it Sabrina or Doris? I promise we will look at those high belt notes. I promise, okay? But right now, we're going to warm up our soprano or our high male voice, if you're a male, and we're going to really warm up those higher notes, okay? Because that's going to help the lower notes, believe it or not. Okay. Gabriela, it was you, sweetie. Yes. No, it's all good, honey. It's a good question because I am going to get there. So don't worry. It's great because now I know that you want to know that information because it's really important. Okay. But by the way, Gabriela and all the ladies, doing soprano, getting up there high, that's going to help us understand how to belt the higher notes. I promise. Okay. So I'm not just taking you through exercises just like now we do this and that's it. There's a reason. And we have to understand the physics of these high notes also in our head voice, some people call it, or in our soprano, or let's just say legit. Now we're going to speak up here. I saw Ma. Say that. I saw Ma. I saw Ma. Good. Now we're gonna do this. I saw. So you're gonna go all the way over. Can you see me? Saw Ma. So I'm gonna see the person I want to seduce. Now just speak it up here. I saw Ma. Men, you can say it up there. I saw Ma. Got that? Now, ladies and men, we're gonna see the person. Men, you're here. Ladies, we're here. I see my person. I'm gonna. I saw Ma. So we're gonna do 2 floors. I saw Ma. Now you gotta speak it up there first, and then you do it. It's so crazy. I saw Ma. Say that. I saw Ma. Now I'm gonna have you go over for the high note because we're training these muscles not to hold. So you're gonna surrender your head. Also, getting into your legs. Oh, that's support. So you're getting into your legs, the belly button's moving in along with your legs, and you're just surrendering. Now, if you hold on, it's going to hurt. When you guys sing high notes and you say you crack for high notes, are you listening? Because this is answering your question, right, Taylor? If you're holding up here or opening, it's going to crack with the muscles. So what we're doing right now is surrendering those muscles, and because we have support, we're going to be able to hit the note. And we know the physics suggest it has to be smaller. So we're putting all that together and jumping off the cliff. And down there you can move. Ready? Higher to say, good. Now see your person, go over and come back to them. S. Now the saw is living up here. We're putting S on top. Also, you can move your jaw. Right, Emma? This is good for you, honey. You know this really well. S. It's smaller each time. Notice I'm not trying to go. Doesn't work. S. How you doing? S. Tiny on top. It's really small. I don't care if it's really big and juicy. I'd rather have it small and sparkly. Even if it's straight tone. That's okay too. Going over. You ready? S. Wow. S. Whoa. Good. How you doing? Oh my gosh. So now we've got all that. Now try. We've got all of our high notes ready to go. Good job. Now, as we come down, we're going to throw the ball instead. Here we go. I'm going to throw the ball. You catch this, throw it back to me. Here we are on this floor. So this is going to be that sparkly laser beam coming at you. It's okay. If you cracked on the top one, it just meant you went a little too big. It has to be smaller. Here we go. S. You see it's the same action. Good. Men, you're here. That's the men. Cynthia? Yeah, we did that Bella Bella. That was amazing. Here we go. S. Good. Move your jaw side to side. S. 2 floors. Understand? Okay, now this is the passaggio note on the top. So lots of energy support and really make it in this compartmentalized Laser beam. Hi, sama. 2 floors. Try that. Hi, sama. Good. I'll throw it to you. Hi, sama. Throw it to me. Hi, sama. S. Hi, sama. Throw it to me. Hi, sama. S. Hi, sama. Throw it to me. Hi, sama. Now we're getting in speaking place. This is our talky place, yeah? The lower one is in talking, and the higher one is a little bit smaller. S, hi, sama. Try that. Hi, sama. You see the belly button? Hi, sama. Try that. Hi, sama. You see this? Hi, ha. That initiates this. Woo, so good. S. Catch it. Hi, sama. Send it to me. Hi, sama. S. All that jazz. Throw it to me. All that jazz. Wow, we warmed up the whole top to bottom. This is great. Now we're going to get into belting territory. And men, even though I'm working with the ladies on belting, I want you to think of kind of, we'll call it full voice. I love calling the men's voice just full voice. Just think of this beautiful, full, resonant voice, front passage, full voice. And then we're going to do a little bit of falsetto. I want to do a session with you guys, with men, just doing some falsetto. In fact, the Lion Sleeps Tonight, that song? I thought I'd bring that for the men. What do you guys think? That's cute, honey. Yeah, I love Seth Rudetsky. Isn't he funny? Oh my gosh. I kind of grew up with him in New York. He doesn't really know me, but I know him. I love him. How did that feel? Lucina, you got the power. Yes, honey. Okay, good, Tam. You know that. Wonderful. It really is fun to sing. Good. Okay, well, maybe next week we can really look at that for the guys, because I got to give the guys something. I'm always with the ladies. Okay, Doris. Okay, perfect, honey. So your boyfriend can join us. Is that what you mean? This felt so good. Yay, Migley. Okay, good, Ron. We'll do that. How did this feel going up, you guys? You're understanding? Yep. So, because what we're going to do next is going into the belt. And I think it's Doris who wanted to, no, it's Gabriella. Sorry. We're going to understand the high belt. Doing the S right before the phrase makes a huge difference in the energy and support. So much better. You know what, Meg? I love your saying that, because what I'm doing with this S stuff, the fact is you guys, I can't see you all, but when you send me the videos, and Jess, you're doing this great, by the way. Don't worry, Jess. We're going way outside of your comfort zone right now. We're going all these crazy high notes. Now we're going to get to your comfort zone. So don't worry. Just stay with me. Just sit down, relax. Don't worry. You're doing perfectly, honey. Really, really well. So, we're going to do the S. Well, write to Seth Rudetsky. I would love to chat with that guy. He is so fun. Oh my gosh. So do the S. When you do the S, then we know the action of how to connect to our voice. Come on, babe. Why don't we paint the town? And all that jazz. Now, isn't it interesting that when I do this, the chest pops out? Come on, babe. And it's also a part of your seduction. It's like we're going to be able to seduce our person. Come on, babe. Why don't we paint the town? Da-dum, bum, bum. And all that jazz. Oh, my goodness. So the S is really informative. And when you don't have me there, do some S's in the morning. Check, see if the sternum's popping out. Set it up for the day. Get your voice out of vocal fry, out of your throat. Get it into these gorgeous resonators here, and you will be all set. Okay, clear enough? Okay, so now we're going to head over to our chest resonator for the ladies. Yeah, so ladies, we are going to find out what's in the chest. Men, I want you to stay with your mouth and your cheeks. So that means for you, Stephen, very forward mouth and cheeks. For some of you that were too nasal, really nice and full voice, wide into your cheeks, not only in your nose, but wide in your cheeks. Yeah. Well, we are going to just not worry about being cute or anything. Jess, we are now going to get into our all that jazz character. And let me tell you, the characters are not cute. They are messy. They are full of anger, of pain, so much so that they turn into killers. So we get to use our stuff. Of course, we're never going to kill somebody, but we're going to go into the character and find the killer in ourselves. How fun is that? This is going to be great. Great, Moede. The S is working. There you go, honeys. That is where you're going to get tired instead of your throat. If your throat is tired, you're right. There's something wrong. You're not using your support. So the S will help you connect to that. That's why I started today with the S. Before I explained how the breath works, that's your go-to. And that's why, Lucina, you feel so powerful, you know? So here we go. We're going to keep seducing our person on the fourth wall. We're going to keep seducing them. Now, Lucina, this is the one exercise with the G that has a little more energy because the glottal stop, well, it's not a glottal stop, actually. It just has more energy. So with a g-g-g that has maybe a little more throat energy. Again, we're not focusing on our throat. We're focusing on our chest resonator. Yeah, Laura's saying that she loves shows and characters that have like the opposite of who you are, because you get to actually step into something new, don't you? You get to bring a truth to a situation. And also, if you're feeling fear or uncomfortable or you're angry, you get to put this into the character. So that's the answer for, oh, I just feel scared. It's like, that means to me that you're not doing your work. You want, sure, we all feel scared. Believe me, I'm no matter what performance I have, you have nerves for sure. Oh my God, these nerves. We're using the nerves. We're bringing them to the character. So this is fun. Yep, that's right, Jess. So Velma just has killed her, actually during the song, I think. She kills her cheating husband. Yeah, it's actually during the number. So so it's really fun. Okay, so we're going to get to this resonator. Now, ladies, notice we went from front passage. Now we're going to our chest. Emily Autumn, how are you doing? How did the soprano go, Em? Can you tell me? I just have to take a drink of water, and I want to hear from you if you're there. It's always a delay, so I'll see your message in a minute. Okay. Now, when we're warming up the chest voice, notice that I'm always getting really into our legs. Now, instead of throwing over like I did with the soprano, we're trying to get sparkly. And you know, Delilah, I was talking about the think of me fondly when we said goodbye. That's Christine. She's very on top and sparkly. Now we're going to go to the chest resonator. No, I know you're there, Emily. I know you're there. When I don't hear from you, I know that you're like in the freaking work. So I'm so glad it's going well. Okay, good. So now this is for Delilah too, because you're a soprano first. Gosh, 15 years old and such a mature voice. I don't think I've heard such a mature voice in my life at such a teenager. But now we're going to change the resonator. And ladies, we can do this. Men, because of testosterone, your voice timbre does not change when you sing into this resonator. It stays the same. So for you, just stay with your beautiful front passage resonators. Yes, think full voice. Don't think falsetto. You have falsetto. We don't. We don't have falsetto, by the way. I don't like it when they use in pop music, they say, ladies, do your falsetto. We don't really have that. I would call it whistle register. Ooh. I don't think but it's not falsetto. I'm very old school. Sorry, that's just where I am. Bringing the killer on, ladies. Yes. Now, what's fun is we can kind of think of the killer in the chest voice. I think it's interesting that Velma's singing out of her chest voice, not the super Christine soprano. That's sparkly, right? Interesting, eh? So we're going to do this. Tell me how you like this, Lucina. Ga. Say that with me. Ga. Now, we're going to the S first. S. So it's as if we're going to do another S, but we're actually connecting the support to the resonator. Do you know what I'm saying? It initiates here. That's why I'm so happy that you brought up that the S is helping you. That's why I use it. And if you guys can get this, I feel like you're going to really be able to improve on your own, no problem, which is so cool. So cool that you can just keep getting better and better. Ga. Now, we are going to tell those teachers that this is going to hurt us. It's not going to hurt us because we're just getting out of the way. When I'm saying be Tevye from Fiddler on the Roof, I'm telling you that we're going to release these gorgeous muscles, and so they can't hold. Because, you know, those teachers are right. If we're holding and holding our throat, we're going to hurt ourselves. But what they don't understand is we don't have to hold our throat because we have our support. It's the same support we use when we're singing classical music. It's the same support we're using when we're doing high opera. And I trained high opera. I know I have a master's in voice from the New England Conservatory. So I know that this support, breath and support, serves us for every single style. Why? Because we're human beings, and the breath and the support are always how they work in our human body. Now, ladies, we're choosing a different resonator. How cool is that? I had my master teacher, Phyllis Curtin, was in Tanglewood, only teaching a classical music masterclass. And she pointed to her body where she could resonate the same note. So if I'm doing this note here, if I'm doing it in my speaking place, va. If I'm only using chest, va, va. If I'm only using head voice, va, 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 va. Maybe this is a good va, va, va. That's a better one. So we are just going to see what's under the hood in our chest voice. Yes, Petunia, you're right. That's the super belly button squirrel. Wonderful. You know, I went to New England Conservatory so long ago. So my teacher has passed away and stuff. So I don't know. Go check it out, though. I think they might still be really, really wonderful. You want to make sure you get a good teacher. But yeah, check out New England Conservatory. Boston is filled with amazing schools there. I'm not really up to date on what schools are the best. So, but that's one to check out for sure. When I went there, it was wonderful, I have to say. So we're going to use the ga. Here we go. The squirrel is on my Instagram page, and what it shows is that the squirrel is going hee, he, and using the super belly buttons. So it's just more proof that it's in nature. S, ga. Only resonate here, ladies. Now, men, I want you to go ma. Men, just say ma. Okay. Ladies, we're only going to resonate here. Ga. And the G, and then go under it, vibrate under it. S, S, ga. Try that together. S, ga. If you want to listen to mine first, S, ga. Try that. S, ga. One more. S, S, ga. Only here. S, ga. I'm not saying to mix like ma. Men, you can do that. Ma. Ladies, ga. Ooh, if you put your hand here, you can feel the vibration. Ga. Beautiful. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, warm liquids are nice, Nunya. They are. But this is just about vibration. We want to get out of the throat and just think of vibration. Okay? So now we're going to throw the ball from under, and we're going to keep it only in our chest voice. Okay, Gabriela? Only in your chest. Don't worry. We're going to go to the higher notes, but right now we're not going to do that. I saw ma using an H, S, S, high. Now on high, we're going to throw our arms back. High, sa, ma. So S, high. Really get in your legs, throw your arms back, and then toss under. And only in your chest. Sound good? Good, Doris. I'm glad the NG feels good. Yeah, it should just feel warm and vibration. S, H, high, sa, ma. Good. Try that. S, high, sa, ma. Now we're going to say, come on, babe. But we're going to say babe in our chest like the ah that you just felt in I saw ma. S, S, come on, babe. Try that. S, come on, babe. Nice. Now we're going to say paint the town. Town is an ah, so let it really be only in your chest. S, S, paint the town. Try that. S, S, paint the town. Good. So let me see what Mara says. So Mara is asking about the lower floor. We have changed the whole idea, Mara. We are not here anymore. Not right now. Not during this exercise. We aren't doing this floor. We're, in fact, none of that. We are not mixing. If I'm mixing, which we're going to do when we're singing the song, we're going to mix with come on, babe. That's what we are going to do in our mouth. Right now, we're only warming up only this resonator. Okay? So this is the warm up to get even more chest kind of connected. Paint the town. In this moment, I don't want paint the town. Now, we might sing it like that in the song, but right now I'm just getting you acquainted with this chest resonator. Because now we're going to go like, start the car, start the car. We could have a little more chest in it. I just want you to know what you have under the hood. That's all we're doing. Also to understand, we can bring the chest up really high for the ladies and be healthy as long as you have your support. So here we go. I saw ma, I saw ma. Try that. S, S. I saw ma. Good. now, so we're going to keep going. Now we're going to go from under, and it's going to be straight tone. High, sa, ma. Actually, I'm going to throw it under like this. Belly button. High, sa, ma. And you can scoop it. Sa, ma. Okay? Now notice I'm not doing high, sa, ma. That's using these overtones. We're only in this resonator. Good, Ranili. Yeah, it'll feel really vibrant here. Now, there's a reason that I'm doing this exercise. We're getting higher and higher. It's going to start mixing, but only think chest voice. Here it comes. S. You can listen once. High, sa, ma. Throw it to me. S. Laser beam. High, sa, ma. There we are. Now that is a B natural. That note is the passaggio note. That's the one where we're just changing from full chest voice to mixing. So it's not possible humanly to make it only chest because a B natural has to mix. But it's a very exciting note. And in fact, it's the note when we sing, oh, I'm gonna see my Sheba shimmy shake. Let's do that now. So say, oh, I'm gonna see my Sheba shimmy shake. Say that with me. Oh, I'm gonna see my Sheba shimmy shake. Good. It's really new for you, Delilah. So don't worry. Don't worry. It's just new. Just try to check it out. For you, the low note should be pretty easy, so it's good. So, Miguel, just think chest. We don't want to think about our throat. Lots more energy of support. If it isn't working, guys, then don't do it, okay? But we're just checking and seeing what we have. Okay, so what we're going to do, say for me, oh, I'm going to see my Sheba shimmy shake. Say that together. Oh, I'm going to see my Sheba shimmy shake. Good. Now, we're going to throw from under. Cynthia, this should be fun for you. We're going to do it lower than in the song, only in chest, like this. S. Oh, I'm going to see my Sheba shimmy shake. Say that with me. Throw the ball. And, oh, I'm going to see my Sheba shimmy shake. Good. Men, you can do it too. Men, you're going to use a karate chop. You're going to do, oh, I'm going to see my Sheba shimmy shake. Do it like that, men. Ladies, we're throwing under. Ladies, here we go. We're going to throw under. Listen once. S. S. Breathe. Oh, I'm going to see my Sheba shimmy shake. Do that with me. S. S. Throw it to me. Oh, I'm going to see my Sheba shimmy shake. Good. So this belly button is leading the laser beam. You can even have your finger pointing like this. Oh, I'm gonna, and it's vibrating here. How you doing? Yeah, you have to really get your mouth around it. Oh, I'm gonna see my Sheba shimmy shake. A little higher. Oh, I'm gonna. So we're gonna stay in the chest, belly button. Breathe, inhale. Oh, I'm going to see my Sheba shimmy shake. And let the lower one stay in your chest. Don't mix it like, I'm going to see my Sheba shimmy. I'm going to see my Sheba shimmy shake. How you doing? It's really strange because you don't use these resonators, Delilah. So it's really new, I know. If it's hard to loosen the jaw, just move the jaw, Jess. Like that, side to side. Just easy, real easy. Okay, here comes the hard note. You thought that was hard. This is the mix. It's going to be a laser beam. Lots of energy here, guys. Sending it. You got this, Emily. S. Throw from under. Inhale. Oh, I'm going to see my Sheba shimmy shake. S. Breathe. Oh, I'm going to see my Sheba shimmy shake. Good. One more time. S. Send it to me. Really send. If you're listening, you're in trouble. Don't try to check it. Send it to me. I'm going to go way over there. S. And oh, I'm gonna see my Sheba shimmy shake. How you doing? Then we say, oh, you got it, Lucina, good. Oh, she's gonna shimmy till her garters break. These are the men. You're singing this. Oh, she's gonna shimmy till her garters break. Let's try it. Good. Let's do it from under. Men, you can karate chop. Ladies, we're going to karate chop very soon. Breathe. Listen if you want. Breathe. S. Oh, she's going to shimmy till her garters break. Try that with me. S. Send it to me. And. Oh, she's going to shimmy till her garters break. Good. Then we say, see, I knew, Cynthia, no listening. Show her where to park her girdle. Here we come, Gabriela. Are you ready? This is the part. Oh, I'm going to see my Sheba shimmy shake and all that jazz. Oh, she's going to shimmy till her garters break and all that jazz. Show her where to park her girdle. So here comes the C sharp. It's above a C. Shoot, I'm sorry. I'm just looking for the music. Oh, she's gonna shimmy till her garters break. Show her where to park her girdle. Oh, her mother's blood will curdle. Okay, so here's the higher note. We can't bring up full chest up there. It's impossible, Gabriela. Okay, so what do? We have to, for the ladies, we have to, and this is for the men too, we make it a very tight space, and we're going to slam it with an axe like that. Lots of belly button here. Show her where to park her girdle. Now, you're going to go down to chest. Listen to this. If I don't go down to chest, it's going to sound like soprano. Show her where to park her girdle. If I do, show her where to park her girdle. Now it sounds like chest, like belt the whole time, even though the first note is the same. Belly button. Show. Try that. S. Straight tone. Show. So it's sending through this axe. Show. Ready? Show. Good. Now go down. Her where to park her girdle. Say that with me. S. Her where to park her girdle. Good. And now it's a D. So this is a tight space, but we're just going to, you can even squeeze your nose here. It's not going to bring up chest. We're taking them out. We're taking away the overtones. We're going to just squeeze it here. Her mother's blood will curdle. So we got to get the chest for the low notes. Her mother's blood will curdle. Try that. Her mother's blood will curdle. Belly button. Her mother's blood will curdle. In your chest. But the top note is axe, and it's this laser beam, and it's squished. Oh, her mother's blood will curdle. Then we go, if she hear her baby's queer for all that jazz. That's just talky fun. Now, Gabriela, how you doing? Yeah, well, we're making a lot of noise right now, Moede, and we're doing perfectly imperfect. It's not going to be perfect today. Promise me after the lesson, you guys take a break and just drink water and have a nice meal. We are going to the edge right now. This is really fun, actually. As long as you have your support, you're going to be okay. And if you do a couple that are wrong, you might get vocally tired, but you just take a little rest and you'll be fine tomorrow, right? So, and if it really hurts, please don't. It is a naughty song, Meg. It's a very naughty song. Your parents are plotting to shut you up. That's very fun. And you feel powerful. Good job, honey. I'm glad it's making sense. I want to give you a little understanding of harmonics. So when we sing a song with soprano and a soprano voice and a legit voice, we want to get as many overtones to ring as possible. So here's this really big singing bowl. So it's got all of these tones ringing at the same time. So if I'm using the note from the song, I don't know if you can hear from my piano. I don't know if you can hear those overtones. They're ringing right through. Let's see, I'll pull the microphone closer. So that all these other tones are ringing in it. What we're doing in the belt is we're taking out those overtones, but it's the same floor as your soprano. Let's hear if they have any overtones now. No, it's just, it doesn't have any of the other gorgeous singing bell, like all of these other tones ringing around. So don't worry, we're not actually bringing up chest for those higher notes. We're just squishing the overtones. Oh, she's gonna see. Now that first note is a B natural. We can get some chest in that one. So that one, we want to throw the ball under. So belly button, let's try this. S, breathe. Oh, she's gonna see her Sheba, shimmy, shake, and all that jazz. Throw that to me. Make sure you have your belly button, Gabriela. This has to send it. Throw under and keep sending the laser beam. My method is called the revolutionary send. If you try to listen and pull back, you're wrong. It's not going to work. So don't check it. If you're checking, Gabriela, like Cynthia said, oh, you caught me checking, it's not going to be good. You have to take this risk. It's crazy. It's a risk. You have to take it. And have a recorder going over there. Don't have the headphones in. And just listen to it later. But you've got to really send. Do you want to try? S. Listen once. Belly button. Oh, she's gonna Sheba, shimmy, shake. Send that to me. S. Oh, she's gonna see her Sheba, shimmy, shake, and all that jazz. Oh, she's gonna shimmy till her garters break. S. Under. Breathe. Oh, she's gonna shimmy till her garters break. Send that to me. S. Oh, she's gonna shimmy till her garters break. Now that had chest in it. The next two are just squished without the overtones. Here it comes. Show her where to park her girdle. Breathe. Oh, her mother's blood will curdle. Good job. How you doing? It's a B natural. It's not a B flat. It's a B natural. Yay, Lucina, you're understanding, honey. This is amazing because belting is so new for you and you've got it. Brava. Good. Thank you, Emily. Now notice I'm doing it over and over and over and over and over. And I wouldn't be able to speak right now if I didn't have that belly button support sending it. I wouldn't be able to speak right now if I was forcing it into my throat. I'm just thinking chest. Good, Migla, you're doing great. Oh my gosh. Well, let's see if they knock on the door. We'll just take it as a compliment if your neighbors come on. Good, Julia, you feel the power. Good. Emily, you got it. Yes, lady. Good job, Emily Autumn. I'm so happy. I can't wait to hear this. And straight tone is our friend. Straight tone is great in this song. So try not to think that you have to get anything beautiful. Gabriela, it'll sound like hell in your head, by the way. It won't sound good in your head. So if you're trying to make a pretty sound, that's going to also stop you. Cynthia, oh my gosh, I bet it's fantastic. Is the mic really close to me? Okay, you guys, now we're going to have fun. We're going to put all of this together. Men, how are you doing? This bell is, I don't know if it's in tune. It's just a huge bowl, Lucina. And my piano, I usually get it tuned like every month, and I haven't had my tuner for 3 months. So it might be, Migla is jumping up and down. It might not be perfectly in tune, but it's all good. Oh, great, Tam. You think you understand? So, honey, it's just being full voice. Just send it out through your talking place. But now when you go higher, Tam, for the men, oh, I'm going to see my Shiva shimmy shake. Just make each floor higher and put it in a tighter space. Again, that's physics, guys. Isn't it cool? It's physics. That's why we're doing it that way. And it'll feel very tight. A Reiki bowl, maybe. It's just a beautiful singing, I call it a singing bowl that I bought way back when. Okay, it makes sense if it's new, so don't worry. But we're just, for the men especially, not for the ladies, for the men, this is just this is your voice. Ladies, this is our dominant resonator when we're speaking. You guys, now we got acquainted with your gorgeous chest voice. So when you go to an audition and they say, we need to hear a belt song and a legit song, now we know we've got our more soprano belt, soprano legit, and now something more from like the Liza Minnelli chest resonator. Okay. And honestly, all that jazz and Candor and Ebb is such a great example of a belt song, of belting. And gosh, we have Liza Minnelli. We have so many, you know, Sutton Foster is an amazing belter. We've got Lady Gaga. So all of those beautiful chest resonators, that's what we're learning today. It is shouting, Lulu. In fact, Pavarotti said singing is shouting, trained singing, trained shouting. But yeah, when I said shout it out, because you know you're going to use your chest when you're yelling. Come on, babe. Okay. So let's go right to the song now. We're going to get into the character, and then we're going to learn the dance, and then we're going to do it all. Oh, my gosh. You're not sure if you're doing it right, Stephen? It should feel tight. Yeah. It's funny, Stephen, because it's a sensation of tightness up there. If it's hurting your throat, tell me, but it sounds like you're really doing it right because it's tight up there. I remember Joan Heller telling me about the men that she worked with, my master voice teacher, and she'd say the men would say, ooh, this feels tight. Is it tight? Is that right? That's right. So I think you're in the right place. Oh, Clarissa, that's great about Leonard Bernstein. I need to see that video about overtones because it's really a part of our instrument as a singer, how we're using our overtones. And that's a part of styling. Again, I'm trying to get our home-based, beautiful, rich overtones. Now, okay, chest voice, but when we get high, it's not chest. It's just taking away overtones. But nobody taught me that. That's how I come to understand how to sing these really high belted things like Eva Peron, you know, which we can do that one day. All right. Chest voice and belting are the same thing. Okay, Mina? They're not different. Chest voice, belt voice. Belting is the style. You're using your chest voice. It's the same thing. Okay? It's just belting is like, what are you doing? I'm belting from my chest voice. Belting, men can use the word when they say, I'm belting it out. That just means you're singing loud. But chest voice and belt voice are the same. So Felicia, if it hurts, just take a little rest. It means that you're probably not connecting your support with this. You're tightening here to try to get it. So you want to surrender here. Again, we're going to do va. If you're tightening here, it might, and it hurts, then please stop. Okay. You'll be okay. Don't worry. You don't have to be perfect. You know, perfectly imperfect is okay. You can do it wrong a couple times. It's not going to kill you, but we want to get it right. We want to get a higher percentage. I'm so happy, Ron, you're getting the concepts. Thank you for that. It's important, it's a lot of information. I know it really is. And it's such an interesting platform to be here without you in the room, but be talking to you. So I'm thrilled that you're able to get this. That's hilarious that you know what the singing bell is. Okay, thank you for that. Good, Clarissa. Yeah, send me that and I can give you comments. Okay, so here we go. All that jazz. Let's look at the text. Great, Katie. Don't worry. Thanks for telling me you're jumping out. No worries. Okay, so a little more water. Let's look at the text. Get out the text. We're not going to do all the verses. We're only going to stay with one verse, which is "Come on, babe. Why don't we paint the town?" and all that jazz. I'm going to rouge my knees and roll my stockings down and all that jazz. Start the car. I know a whoopee spot where the gin is cold, but the piano's hot. It's just a noisy hall where there's a nightly brawl and all that jazz. That's the only verse we're doing. We're not going to do the other two. Then, oh, I'm sorry. We are doing slick your hair. Slick your hair and wear your buckle shoes and all that jazz. This is the second verse. We are doing that once. I hear that Father Dip is going to blow the blues and all that jazz. Hold on, hun. We're going to bunny hug. I bought some aspirin down at United Drug in case we shake apart and want a brand new start to do that jazz. Then we're going to do the bridge, which is, oh, I'm going to see my Sheba shimmy shake. Usually this is just the men singing in my classes. But today I'm going to have all of you guys singing everything. And men, you're going to do all of it too. So ladies, we're going to do that and belt that. Oh, she's going to shimmy till her garters break and all that jazz. Show her where to park a girdle. Oh, her mother's blood or curdle. If she's here, her baby's queer, for all that jazz. Then we're going to come back to "Come on, babe. Why don't we paint the town?" Okay? And that's it. And then we're going to do the end, which is, oh, and all that jazz. Oh, no, I'm no one's wife, but oh, I love my life and all that jazz. Okay, so 1926, there's no drinking allowed. You guys are so cute. When I'm in Italy, I get taxi drivers say you look like Liza Minnelli, and then I sing for them like Liza Minnelli, and they are like, what? So it's really fun. Okay. Yeah, and I just had a haircut. Can you tell? Okay, so let's think about this. The time we have to find a parallel situation of all that jazz. And we have to get into the killer. So we have to have a time when you didn't feel free. Was there somebody who oppressed you? Somebody who pushed you down? Maybe it was just one day your mom said you're not allowed to go out and you were so upset because you wanted to go out that day. It could just be one moment in time. It could be a one time when somebody said you're nobody because they were jealous of you, something like that. So a time when you did not feel free. That's what we have to get into, the sensation of the need to be free. You have to find the time you weren't free. Quarantine is good, but it has to be, Cynthia, more specific. Was there a particular day? I understand you because it's 3 months and counting for quarantine, but pick the worst moment. You were like feeling, I don't know, sick, or you were tired, or you couldn't sleep. That moment, it has to be really specific. You got it, Cynthia? Excellent. That's right, Roneli, more personal. So we're going to go back to a time. And again, isn't this cool? They're quarantine voice lessons. We can use what we're doing right now. Yep. I tell you, when I go out, I don't have fun because it's like people aren't wearing masks. They're not following the rules. Some people say the government is trying to control us by wearing masks. It's just a short-term thing, guys. When the government says to put a chip in our body, then we will revolt. We won't do that. But So anyway, going outside is not even fun. I don't know. I have to go find a park. I go to the park and everybody's gathering and not wearing masks and not being very nice. So, okay. I don't know if this counts, but once in elementary school, the kids started chasing everyone around with a knife. Well, that's pretty awful, Lulu. Did that make you feel not free? It sounds like that kid had a big problem, but did it really connect to you? If it really connected to you, then that works. But if it was just like a weird moment, it's really a time when somebody said, you don't get to have what you want, because our action is going to be saying, I get it. I get to go out. I get the character saying, I get to go drink. I get to go listen to jazz. And if you don't like it, I'm going to kill you. So sounds like the little boy was killing everybody, but this is about what you need, like what your unfulfilled need to be free is. That's fine, Jess. No worries, honey. Now we're getting lower, so I'm sorry you can't join us, but you'll do it later. Thank you for telling me. Yeah, now you can get your kill out perpetrators. There you go. The one who just, really made you feel bad, and now we get to like really demand what we want. And the harder it is to demand it, the better. So if you have a lot of fear, this comes up with that question about fear again, about I don't have permission, I can't do it. Use that. Say, you say I can't do it? I can do it. And I don't give a shit if it doesn't sound good. I don't give a fuck. Here I go swearing. Okay. I understand, Miguel. It reminds you of a lot of things. We got to find one. So let's go back to a time when you didn't feel free. How long ago was that? Cynthia was saying it was during quarantine. Great. Some of you say it's when I was in elementary school. Great. What time of year was it? Was it spring, winter, summer, or fall when you didn't feel free? What time of day was it? Was it in the morning, in the evening, in the afternoon? There's one moment Tam is saying that you felt like it was a mix of a million emotions. Yeah, you want to just, even if it's a very quick moment that maybe wasn't even true, but you want to know where you are. It's like now we went, how long ago was it? Many years ago? What time of year was it? What time of day? In the morning, afternoon, evening, nighttime? Where were you? If you know where you were, Tam, that's very helpful. There you go, Cree. This is perfect. Cree's saying when I was at a party and I felt judged. Perfect. Because it's just, even just one moment, that's perfect. You felt judged. We get to make art out of that moment now. The moment of like, I need to be free and I could kill you guys. Haha. 2009. Good, Cynthia. That's fine. Yes. So where were you? Was there something in the place you'll never, ever forget? Like at the party, was it maybe the party hats, or was it the food, the table, or was there somebody at the party you'll never forget, or something, actually something in the place? Like, was there a mirror? Was there a terrace? Was there a light? Something in the place. Was there a couch? Something in the place. Was it the color green? Something in the place that you'll never forget. That's really going to help us get to your truth of personalization. Good, Miguel. So you were betrayed by your best friend. Perfect. So you want to find the day, the exact time that you felt the most, that you felt betrayed. Maybe it was you were on the phone. Maybe it could be anything like that. So that's perfect. Now, was there somebody there in the place with you? For you, Miguel, there was somebody in the place. Or were you by yourself? Good, Nunya. So you're saying going to the post office. So put yourself in the post office right now. Put yourself in that post office. That's perfect. What's the thing in the post office that you'll never forget? Maybe the counter, or maybe the mail slot, you know? And was there something that somebody said or did that you'll never forget? Like for you, Migle, you say, oh, my best friend betrayed me. What did that best friend say or do that you'll never forget? Was it in the post office, Nunya, was there something somebody said or did that you'll never forget? It might just be they were being weird, you know? You were with your other friend. If your other friend was in the scene, that's fine. But it's really about the person that betrayed you. So you could put the other friend there if that helps you. If that makes it feel more real, that's perfect. And what did that person say or do? Or was it something somebody said or did that you'll never forget? Maybe they just walked away. Maybe they just went by. Maybe they just like looked at you weird. I don't know. Just, it could be anything like that. Or maybe somebody said, you suck, that you were feeling judged. Or I don't want to be your friend anymore, or maybe they didn't say it that clearly. Maybe they posted something on Facebook. You know, you could even like see the post. Now this is important. What did you want to say, but you didn't? What did you want to say in that moment, but you didn't? Maybe you say, get out of my life. I hate you. F off. Whatever it is, that is the thing you want to speak out right now. Great, Meg. Don't worry, honey. I'll see you later. Thanks. You'll come back to this spot. It's 2 hours and 36 minutes. Come on back. Okay, Migle, yeah, I think you're understanding. So what did you want to say, but you didn't? You got that thing? Let's say it now. What are you doing? Stop it. Whatever it is you want to say, just speak it out right now. Go ahead, Emily. You can speak it out, Emily Autumn. Go away, you asshole. You can swear too, by the way. Fuck off. Yes, this is your artist. You get to say whatever you want to say. Say it out now. Thank you, Felicia. Don't worry. Rest your voice, honey. So say it out now. Say it out now. Okay. Now you're connected to the need. Now you're connected to the need to be free. The thing you wanted to say, you feel all that pain? Perfect. Perfect. So now we're going to sing through that. And when that need gets jammed up, that's when they kill their husband, or they kill that he's with somebody else. Or the lover that comes over and is not going to stay with you. If you know the movie Fatal Attraction, it's an old movie for you young folks, but that's a perfect example of this need and getting jammed up, the need getting jammed up and turning into a killer. That's perfect. Her need was the need to be loved forever. Ours is the need to be free to do whatever we want. Yeah, Julia, right? So that's a really good example of the tragic flaw. FLAW, the tragic flaw. When the need gets jammed up, they don't get what they want, and then they become a killer. And think of the time. They don't get to drink. They don't get to have sex because they're supposed to just get married to one person. They don't get to do what they want. So we get to turn all of that, whatever you want to do. It might just be saying, I want to go to camp and my mother won't let me. It might be just like that, but that's what we get to fall into. This is great. Yeah, now we get to, Cree, we're going to throw something at them. We're going to seduce and say, I get to go out on the town. So it's, come on, babe, why don't we paint the town? So what does that mean? We're going to go out on the town and do whatever we want. We get to be free. I'm going to rouge my knees and roll my stockings down and all that jazz. So we're going to get dressed up. We're going to put rouge on our knees. This is 1926, by the way. So they're wearing outfits of the 20s. Because to not be able to drink, that was prohibition. That was from 1920 to 1933. So they are right in the middle of prohibition. Start the car. I know a whoopee spot. A whoopee spot, what might that mean? That's like this little joint where the gin is cold. They get to drink because it's prohibition. The piano's hot. They get to listen to jazz, which is forbidden. So everything is forbidden. And they're like, screw that. I'm going to go out and have myself fun. And you know, if I kill somebody on the way, screw them too. Because you know what? This is my freedom. Aha. So that's throwing something at the person, Cree, right? Okay. Let's just do it with the piano, and then we're going to do the dance moves. So we're going to see our person with seduction, and we're going to move our mouth, and we're going to make sure you have your belly button, right? Come on, babe. Here comes the melody. See your person. We're going to seduce them. It's like you want to kiss them and hug them. Come on, babe, why don't we paint the town? And all that jazz. I'm going to rouge my knees and roll my stockings down. I'm going to rouge my knees and roll my stockings down. And all that jazz. Now we're going to say start the car. We're going to do some Fosse moves. It's going to be so much fun. Start the car. Do that with me with your hands. Start the car. I know a whoopee spot, just the finger, where the gin is cold, but the piano's hot. Start the car. I know a whoopee spot, where the gin is cold, but the piano's hot. It's just a noisy hall where there's a nightly brawl and all that jazz. So this is all of the talking. Ladies, we know we have kind of our yelling voice that when we're talking about the kind of shouting. We got this. We're just speaking it out through our chest, but also through our mouth. This is more kind of totally mixing, but more chest voice. Men, right where the front, right with your mouth. Perfect. So now just to get the melody, same melody, new lyrics. Let's just sing it out with me. So slick your hair and wear your buckle shoes. So they had buckle shoes back then. I think of Emily Autumn. I think of the boot in your cards. I picked the boot yesterday. So we've got these buckle shoes. The buckles lace right up. I hear that Father Dip is going to blow the blues. So they're in a jazz club and they're going to blow on his trombone, on his trumpet, some blues because it's against the law. It's really like evil and forbidden to be listening, let alone playing jazz. Hold on, hun, we're gonna bunny hug. Ooh, there's the hug we're gonna get. We're seducing him with a hug. I bought some aspirin down at United Drug. So United Drug was like a CVS, right? It was like a drugstore, United Drug. In case we shake apart and want a brand new start to do that jazz. Shake apart, we're gonna like go crazy. Here it comes. Let's go to the melody. Slick your hair and wear your buckle shoes. And all that jazz. I hear that Father Dip is gonna blow the blues. And all that jazz. Hold on, hun, we're gonna bunny hug. I bought some aspirin down at United Drug in case we shake apart and want a brand new start to do that jazz. Move your mouth, lots of vibration. Now we already did this. Oh, I'm going to see my Sheba Shimmy Shake. We did all that. Then we're going to repeat, come on, babe. We're going to paint the town. Then the end goes. So this is going to me that high belt, Gabriella. So we're going to do the karate chop. No, I'm no one's wife, but oh, I love my life. We're going to squish that. Love my life. No, I'm no one's wife, but oh, I love my life and all. So this is straight tone, and it's a C. So you could have maybe a little chest in it. Don't worry about it. Just make it straight tone. Men, you're fine. You can do whatever you want. Just sing it out, men. It'll sound glorious in your voice. And all that. Now we're going to go really squish. Jazz. Now we can go jazz. Jazz. That jazz. Okay? Now we're going to put it on its feet because this will be much more fun. Oh my goodness. How are you doing? Good. You love it? Yes. You do not sound too belty, but yeah, you're not going to sound that belty right now, Delilah. Just do a little straight tone. Don't add a lot of vibrato. If you can take the vibrato out, that will make you sound more musical theater belty. Okay. This is a whole new resonator for you. And I'm not worried about you because you have such a beautiful home base. I don't want you to hurt yourself or anything. So just make sure you have this and just think straight tone. Does that make sense? Good, Lucina. It's fun, right? Okay, we're going to do it now. Gabriella, it makes me slightly squeaky nasally. Yes, nasally is good. Cheers! And you'll hear the ladies who do it, they actually add nasal on purpose to make it sound more charactery. So right now, nasally. Cheers! And now remember, it has to be a tight space. If I did soprano, cheers! I'm making it really, cutting out all those overtones, belly button. Jazz! 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 Crazy. Okay. I'm moving, you guys. You're coming with me. You ready? We're going to do dancing now. I'm so excited. Okay. Now, I think there's still sun out here. So I think this is the better way for you to see me. Oh my gosh, here we go. Okay, I'm going to turn off these lights. Hold on. Okay, what do you say? Hey, what do you say? How you doing? Yep, ready to dance? Oh my goodness, this is going to be fun. Another long lesson by Mary. Oh my gosh. Okay, I did a sound check before. I'm hoping this is going to be good. All right, now, when I do this, does that mean you guys move your right hand or your left hand? Do that with me and tell me which arm are you moving. Do this with me. Just mirror me. Is that your right arm or your left arm? Tell me. Oh, so Emily, you said it's the right arm, and Ronili, you said it's the left arm. Cynthia and Bernadette said it's the right arm. Okay, not my arm, but what arm are you moving when you're with me? It's your right, correct? Oh. If we mirror you, it's the left. So when I do this, you're doing this. Is that right? Emily's moving her right. Huh. So I want you to be able to follow me. If I do this, is that your right arm, Emily? Emily, like you're like with me, and then you're facing me, and you're moving this arm toward me. Emily, which arm is that? So there's your head, Emily. You're with me, shoulder to shoulder. You're looking at me. This is the back of your head. And then, so you're like this, Are you moving your right arm, Emily, or your left arm? Okay. Okay, perfect. So I want you to move your right arm when I do this. Okay? All right. All right, so here we are. So the first move is the introduction. We're going to hear this. Can you hear that? Did right, left, right, left, right, left, just like little walks. And now your arms are straight and your wrist, 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 right, left, right, left. So you're not moving your thing, everything's straight up and down. Right, left, right, left. How's that feel? Good? So if you see my feet, so my feet are right, left, right. Then arms are very straight and you're doing, your wrist is going to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left. Lead with your wrist. Right, left, right, left. Got that? Good. Okay, perfect. So we're all on the same page now. Good. So this is really fun. So we're starting. We're going to hear 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then go arm. See the wrist here? In the front, it would look like this. Your wrist is going that way, and then you switch the wrists. Now notice my arms are really straight. Bob Fosse was very into these exact moves, which I'm sure I'm not even very good at it. But we're gonna work on this together. So arms, so it's not like that. It's actually the wrist leads it, wrist. Then we put them behind us, right, left. Your right leg goes, your left leg goes. Wrists are straight. Arms are straight and wrists are moving it. Got that? Thank you. I wore my outfit. I wanted you guys to feel like the stars today. Okay. So now what we're going to do, da, da. So we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we go da, 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 da. Another one. Da, 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 da. Now, turn out your legs. We're going to be kind of with the bend knees like this and your arm like this. So just sit in that. This knee's bent, this knee's out. You're kind of open like this with your hips and just sit in it like that. Good. So now we're sitting in that. Now this is what I meant about the breath. We're going to breathe through our nose and breathe out our mouth. So we're going to stay sitting like this. Don't change it. Keep it open. You're going to breathe in through your nose and then release through your mouth. Try that again. Release up, out. Oh, we're not doing the nose, mouth, cheeks breath now. Look at that. We're choosing another one for the character. This is Bob Fosse doing it. Ready? Inhale. Good. Now you're going to move your head to the right. Come on, babe. Why don't we paint the town? Da-da. Arm down. So head, come on, babe. Why don't we paint the town? Da-da-da-da. Up, down. And all that jazz. Try that again. We'll do the inhale. Head, come on, babe. Why don't we paint the town? Da-da-da-da. Up, down. And all that jazz. Now we're going to rouge our knee. Your hand is going to go down your knee. I'm going to rouge my knees and roll my stockings down. Da-da-da-da. Hip, hip. And all that jazz. Try that. I'm gonna rouge my knees and roll my stockings down. We use our hands, it comes right down. I'm gonna rouge my knees. You can go around your knee like that. I'm gonna rouge my knees and roll my stockings down. Da 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 da. Hip, hip. And all that jazz. Got it? Let's do that much with music. You ready? This is so fun. Here it comes. Can you hear the music okay? 2, 3, 4. Right. Right, left, right. Open, breathe in. Head, sing on, babe. Why don't we paint the town? Da 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 da. And all that jazz. I'm gonna rouge my knees and roll my stockings down. Da 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 da. And all that jazz. Good. Oh my gosh. Now we stay here with your left hand. Start the car. So see these 3 fingers for Bob Fosse? We have to keep them very fanned and tight. You're not like, start that. Nothing's loose. Everything's very strict. Start the car. Like we're literally starting the engine. Start the car. I know a whoopee spot. Now this is only your finger. It's not like that. Isn't that crazy? This is very Bob Fosse. Start the car. I know a whoopee spot where the gin, your legs are open, gin is cold. Go to your right, but the piano's hot. Do this with your hands and move those hips to your right. But the piano's hot. To your left, it's just a noisy hall where there's a nightly brawl. To your left, that, jazz. Try this with your hips. Snap, 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 snap. I want you to do this actually. It's just little, 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 little. Let's do start the car. So we're in our open hips here. Start the car. I know a whoopee spot where the gin is cold, but the piano's hot. It's just a noisy hall where there's a nightly brawl. And left, that, jazz. Now, I might be telling you wrong because I'm mirroring you. I'm going to make sure that you guys start on your right. How you doing? Good, good, good. Okay, let's do that much with music. Oh, let's do start the car. Start the car. Here it comes because I'm all lined up. Start the car. I know a whoopee spot where the gin is cold, but the piano's hot. It's just a noisy hall. There's a nightly brawl and all that jazz. How you doing? Good? So start the car. I know a whoopee spot where the gin is cold, but the piano's hot. Your wrist comes to you. It's just a noisy hall where there's a nightly brawl. Turn all. Left shoulder. That. Right shoulder. Hip, 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 hip. How you doing? That's okay. Just keep having fun with it. Doesn't matter. Let's start from the top. Here we go. Whoops. You ready? Okay. Now, the actor, you've got the person you want to seduce on there. We're feeling the need to be free. It's like not sweet and nice. This is like, let's go. We're going to go out and have fun. We're going to do what we want. Fun, yes. Don't worry, Miguel. Stay with us. Here we go. Oh, shoot. Here it comes. 2, 3 to your right and wrist. Another one. 1. Open, breathe through your nose. Come on, babe, why don't we paint the town? And all that jazz, I'm gonna rouge my knees and roll my stockings down. Da 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 da, hip hip. And all that oops, this hand instead. Start the car, I know a whoopee spot where the gin is cold, but the piano's hot. It's just a noisy hall, there's a nightly brawl, and all that jazz. It's my fault, you guys. I'm doing it mirror and I did it wrong. So use your right hand. Start the car. Start the car. I know a whoopee spot. You're probably doing that anyway, right? So here we are here. Head. Come on, babe. Why don't we paint the town? Da-da. And all that jazz. I'm gonna rouge my knees and roll my stockings down. Da-da-da-da. And all that jazz. Same hand. Start the car. I know a whoopee spot where the gin is cold, but the piano's hot. It's just a noisy hall where there's a nightly brawl, and all shoulder, back, shoulder, snap, hips, snap. Got it? Good. Yeah, sorry about that. I screwed up. Okay, good. Bye, Stephen. Don't worry. I'm sorry. Yeah, we're already 3 hours. Oh, my gosh. Okay, let's do that with music, and then we'll go on. Here it comes. To the right. See your person, the one you want to seduce. Breathe through your nose. Head. Come on, babe, why don't we paint the town? And all that jazz, I'm gonna rouge my knees and roll my stockings down. Da-da-da-da. Hip, hip. And all that jazz. Start the car, I know a whoopee spot where the gin is cold, but the piano's hot. It's just a noisy hall, there's a nightly brawl, and all that jazz. Good. And then we're going to walk around. Da, da, da. Slick. Try that. Walk. 2, 3, 4. Slick your hair. Good. Slick your hair. Do your right knee in. So we'll go slick your hair and wear your buckle shoes. So slick your hair and wear your buckle shoes. So you're just popping your knee in there. Slick your hair and wear your buckle shoes. Da 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 da. Up, down. Try that again. Slick your hair and knee, up, down. Good. So we go walk, 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 walk. Slick your hair and wear your buckle shoes. Da 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 da. Up, down. And all that jazz. Good. Let's do it with the music, just that much. Slick your hair and wear your buckle shoes. Up, down, and all that jazz. Good. Now, I hear that Father Dip is gonna blow the blues. So you want to get your right arm in front of your left and swing it up. I hear the Father Dip is gonna blow the blues. Now we move our head to your trumpet and blow and head out, sing, and all that jazz. So I hear that Father Dip is gonna blow the blues. Blow and all that jazz. Good. So here comes slick your hair. Slick your hair and wear your buckle shoes. Da 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 da. Up, down. And all that jazz. I hear that Father Dip is gonna blow the blues. Blow head and all that jazz. Good. Now you're gonna make a hug. Hold on, hun. We're gonna bunny hug. I bought some aspirin down at United. We're gonna be like a little teapot. About United Drug in case we shake up hard and want a brand new start to do. Sorry. In case we go to your left and shake up hard and want a brand new start. No, go to your right. In case we shake up hard and want a brand new start to do that jazz. In case we shake up hard and want a brand new start to do that jazz. Good. Slick your hair. 1, 2, 3. Slick your hair and wear your buckle shoes. Da 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 da. Up, down. And all that jazz. I hear the father dip. He's gonna blow the blues. Blow. And all that jazz. Hold on, hun, I'm gonna bunny hug. I bought some aspirin down at United Drug in case we shake up hard and want a brand new start to do that shoulder jazz. How you doing? Good? Let's go back to the beginning. We'll put it all together. To your right. Another one. Open your hips, nose. Come on, babe, why don't we paint the town? And all that jazz, I'm gonna rouge my knees and roll my stockings down. And all that jazz, start the car. I know a would-be spot where the gin is cold, but the piano's hot. It's just a noisy hall where there's a nightly brawl and all that jazz. Take a walk around. Here we go. Slick your hair and wear your buckle shoes. Up, down, and all that jazz. I hear the father dip. He's gonna blow the blues. Oh, and all that jazz. Hold on, hun, we're gonna bunny hug. I bought some aspirin down at United Drug in case you tell me I want a brand new start to do that jazz. Okay, how you doing? Now we're getting into the fun part. This is a lot easier. If you got that, you're there. That is really a lot, like 80% of that is Bob Fosse's original choreography. So this is so cool. You guys are doing Bob Fosse right now. I love it. Emily Autumn, best day ever. Love it. Yay, Stephen. Well, I'm so happy you're going to come back and do this. Good, Niglay. Keep sweating. I like it. Sweating is good. I'm sweating too. Kind of hard singing and dancing all together. Okay, so let's think about that for a minute. Good point. So we're here. This is easy. We're not singing. We're going to inhale. Now, let's use our breath as singer, actor, human being channel. Come on, babe. This is where having the breasts come out, having the men, your gorgeous chest come out. This is good. So don't hold tight here. Take a breath. Come on, babe. Why don't we paint the town? Da da da. Keep breathing just like you're singing. And all that jazz. I'm gonna rouge my knees and roll my stockings. Take a breath. Da da. Do an S for me. And all that jazz. Do that. And all that jazz. Now, it really reminds me of working with the little boys on Billy Elliot. We had to actually put the breathing inside the choreography. This is so fun because I personally think, I mean, maybe the guys on Broadway would say, don't do that. But what I'm loving is that it's kind of adding to the sensuality of the character. Start the car. Come on, babe. Start the car. I know a whoopee spot. Because we're going to breathe and then bring it in. Where the gin is cold, but the piano's hot. You can keep using it. It's just a noisy hall where there's a nightly brawl and all that jazz. So that action in this kind of choreography, we can actually sing and dance at the same time. What do you think of that? Is it making sense? That's right, Lucina. 11 years. I did this 11 years ago in Italy, didn't we? So fun. Good. Any other questions? Is that holding? Hold on, hun. Well, I think they do this. Hold on, hun. Da, 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 da. This is not what they do. I learned this from my teacher, Susan Campanero, and I just have kind of kept that. So yeah, that's a little different. Aspirin and not united in case you shake apart and want a brand new start to do that jazz. But you're right, this is not in it, but we'll just do that for now. Okay, perfect. Yeah, drink some water. Great, Ronili, makes sense. Excellent. So moving forward, we're going to go back to that, but it's kind of cool because we're going to repeat it. So this is great. Oh, I'm going to see my Sheba shimmy shake. This is not like the show because there's a whole group and they're doing, they're rocking out. But I want you guys to belt it out. Men, you can just sing through your cheek resonators. Oh, I'm going to see. Ladies, I want you to get to your chest resonator. Oh, let's do this. Oh, now do this. Oh, I'm going to see my Sheba shimmy shake. So this has to move in. Oh, I'm going to see. Now, Delilah, don't worry too much. If it's if you can make it more straight tone in your soprano rather than I'm going to see. I'm going to see. For the ladies who are working on your chest voice, let's get in the legs with this. We'll go. I'm going to see my Sheba shimmy shake. Let's try that. Let me get the right note. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe. Oh, I'm going to see my Sheba shimmy shake. Then I want you to do any kind of position you like. You could do this. 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 Whatever you want. My shimmy shake pose. Oh, she's going to shimmy till her garters shake. And all that jazz pose. Okay? So the first one is open. Oh, I'm going to see my Sheba shimmy shake pose and all that jazz. Oh, she's got to shimmy till her garters break. We'll shimmy for the second one. And all that jazz, whatever pose you want to do. This, this, this. You don't have to be pretty. I'm being a little pretty, but you can do whatever you want. And all that jazz. You can be silly and fun. Then show her where to park her girdle. This is a really good move. You're just going to bring your hands up next to your body. Show her where to park her girdle. Feel like you have oil, like you're rubbing oil on your whole body. This is a really good way to be sensual. Show her where to park her girdle. Then we're going to do jazz hands. Oh, her mother's blood will curdle. And then we'll come in and whisper, if she hear her baby's queer for all that jazz. Now, what's interesting, if she hear her baby's queer for all that jazz. In the old days, queer didn't mean gay. It actually meant queer for that jazz means that they really loved that jazz. They really liked it. They really want to go listen to jazz. So that's why it's kind of a secret, like he or she's going to run out and go listen to some jazz. So for us, we could say, oh, they're gay. That's okay. It's a secret. Doesn't want anybody to know, so they'll be judged. But here it's the word queer actually means to love jazz. Interesting, right? So the R's will be, let's see. I'm gonna see my Sheba shimmy shake pose and all that jazz. Oh, she's gonna shimmy till her garters break pose and all that jazz. Oil, show her where to park her girdle. Hands, oh, her mother's, that will hurt her mother's. blood. Her mother's blood will curdle if she hear her baby's queer for all that jazz. Let's see if we can do it with the music. Oh, I'm gonna see my Sheba shimmy shake pose and all that jazz. Oh, she's gonna shimmy till her garters break pose and all that jazz. Oil. Show her where to park her girdle. Oh, her mother's blood will curdle if she hear her baby's queer for all that jazz. From the beginning, open up. Come on, babe, why don't we paint the town and all that jazz. Arm. I'm gonna rouge my knees and roll my stockings down and all that jazz. Hit. Start the car, I know a would-be spot where the gin is cold but the piano's hot. It's just a noisy hall where there's a nightly brawl and all that jazz. Good, so it just repeats like that. How easy is that? Now the tail end. We're gonna, all that jazz, we're gonna yell, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna go, yeah, it's my turn, get away from me, I'm gonna kill you. Now, ladies, we're singing, no, I'm no one's wife, but oh, I love my life. So this is you saying, this is my turn, get out of my way. We're going to put that person, remember the thing you wanted to say, but you didn't when you wanted to be free? Now you're going to scream it at them. No, I'm no one's wife, but I'm no one's wife. I don't have to be a wife if I don't want to be a wife. I don't want to do what society says. I get to do what I want to do. Oh, I love my life. And oh, push. Actually, go to your right first. And oh, that. And then reach. Jazz. That jazz pose. You can pose however you want. That jazz. That jazz. That jazz pose. That jazz pose. That jazz pose. That jazz pose. Whatever you want. Wow. Let's do no, I'm no one's wife. So we'll go. No. Now, ladies, this is free. Really get in their freaking face. No, I'm no one's wife, but oh, I love my life to the right. And oh, men sing it. Oh, that jazz. This is where you can be nasal, Gabriela. Ha. That jazz. That jazz, whatever you want. Wow. Okay, we're just going to run the whole thing just to see. Well, let's see where we are. No, I'm no one's wife, but oh, I love my life and oh, that. Squeeze your nose here. Jazz. Jazz. Good job. How you doing? Whoops. How you doing? Oh my gosh. Great, Delilah, you can kind of belt. I'm so glad. Yeah, the straight tone will help you go there. Yep, you guys are killing it. That's for sure. So we want to get our personalization. We're just going to do it a couple more times now. Cynthia, you got it. Good. Yeah, it is therapeutic. We get to step into being the killer. How fun is that? You know what I mean? I was listening to like Ilanya Van Sant today, and you tell regular civilians that they have to feel all their emotions. You have to let them happen, like the weather. You know, the weather, it rains and all the emotions. You know, you have to do that as a human being. We get to make art out of it. How cool is that? We have to use them. We have to have those emotions. It's our responsibility. And meanwhile, we get to heal ourselves at the same time. It's so much fun. Wow, Emma, I'm so happy you're trying something new. Yes. Great, great, great. And it's really fun, right? Good. Yes, well, Ramin, you know, we'll just have to let him know that he's on your fourth wall. This is great. You guys ready to start it from the top? Yep. Okay, I'm going to grab water. I think we're getting our exercise for the day. So it really is going to be using all of the technique that we did with the S. Let's do an S together. So I would say on your fourth wall, you have the person you want to seduce, but you also have the place when you didn't feel free. And you have the people or the person that oppressed you. Because we want to use that. We want to be like, I get to say no to you. I'm no one's wife and I love my life. Get out of the way. Wow, it's really a great opportunity. Okay, any other question? I think we're good. Good, Emily. You've got the place, Emily Autumn. That is the deal. Okay, I've got my Liza Minnelli hair. She did this roll. You ready? We're going to do it twice. Let's do it all the way through once, and I'll answer any questions, and then we'll do it last time. Okay? Okay, good. Good, Migle. Here we go. So now we've got our person you want to seduce. You have the need, that time you didn't feel free, and we're gonna cream those people. Get the fuck out of my way. I'm sorry I have to swear. I apologize, but we got to do it. We got to do it. We got to go there. We got to go. It's for art's sake. That's all. Okay, here we come. How's the sound? Can you hear the guy? Hear this? I guess you can. You didn't complain. So here we go. Breathe in nose. Come on, babe, why don't we paint the town? And all that jazz, I'm gonna rouge my knees and roll my stockings down. And all that jazz, start the car. I know a whoopee spot where the gin is cold, but the piano's hot. It's just a noisy hall, there's a nightly brawl, and all that jazz. Walk around. Come slick your hair and wear your buckle shoes. And all that jazz, I hear that Father Dick is gonna blow the blues. Blow, and all that jazz. Hold on, hun, we're gonna buy me hot. I got some aspirin down at United Drug. In case we shake up hard and want a day new start to do that jazz. Oh, I'm gonna see my Sheba shimmy shake and all that jazz. Oh, she's gonna shimmy till her garters break and all that jazz. Sure, oops, Margaret Reynolds. Oh, her mother's blood will curdle if she hear her baby's queer for all that jazz. Open up. Come on, babe, why don't we paint the town? And all that jazz. I'm gonna rouge my knees and roll stockings down. And all that jazz. Hip. Start the car, I know a would-be spot where the gin is cold but the piano's hot. It's just a noisy hall where there's a nightly brawl and all that jazz. Hey, here we go! No, I'm no one's wife, but oh, I live my life and all that jazz. my gosh. How are you doing? Wow. Could you see me? Bye, Lucina. Grazie te. Okay. Yes, indeed. Got it going. Dancing at 3 a.m. in the morning. You are doing it, Bernadelle. I am so honored you're here so late at night. Yay. I'm so glad you're enjoying the lesson. This is great. It is better than a workout. Julia, when you were younger, you had a low chest singing voice, but voice teacher said you wouldn't let you use it. Only soprano head voice. This is so healing for me. Julia, I'm so happy. Yeah, I want you to have all of your instrument, available. And remember, if you have that belly button, you'll be okay. I'm so happy to hear that, honey. That's huge. Thank you, Emily, Autumn. Wonderful. Well, John, are you doing it, honey? I hope you are. This is so good. Yay, Cynthia. The shirt is for you guys. It's a star. You're all my stars. I love you guys. You're so awesome. And I don't want you to forget, you are superstars. We're all in a process. And we're all like, I heard one of my younger students tell me, she's like, everybody my age is doing better than I am. They're further along. And we have to remember, you are where you are. You have to be where you are and take it all. That's you. You are enough. You are so enough. It's unbelievable how enough you are. And just know, if they're getting it now, like if you have a friend who's getting it and you don't feel like you are, you're close to them. You're vibrating in their same place. You're next. And we're here to support each other. It's not a competition. Sure, there's there's real competition where you go up for a part and one person gets it, one person doesn't, other people don't. But it's all like, you don't know what's around the corner for you. Maybe not getting it is the best thing that could happen because something else is around the corner for you. So this is just so cool. Oh, I'm so glad you guys are feeling happy. This is awesome. Isn't it when we get to get into our killer and that makes us happy? We're going to do it one more time. You ready? It's 3:26. That means we can end at 3:30. I love it. Yay, John. So glad. It is stress relief, right? You can turn on this video anytime. I'm going to keep all the videos up, by the way, so don't even worry about that. Bye, Doris. I'm so happy you understand about the chest voice now. Wonderful. Oh, I'm so glad you're able to release your stress. We get to put the killer into the stress and go there. One more time. Are you up for it? Okay, let's do it. And if you have to go, I totally understand. We'll just do it one last time. All right? Yes. We got the yes. Good. Keep sweating. Sweating is a good thing. Here it comes. Last time. Sing it loud. My neighbor upstairs, just going to give him a concert. Here. Right. Sorry. Let me do it again. Okay. I just want to get it so you guys can see all. How's that? Is that good? Let's do it like that so we can get the whole body. Okay. Right. Come on, babe, why don't we paint the town? And all that jazz, I'm gonna rouge my knees and roll my stockings down. And all that jazz, start the car. I know a whoopee spot where the gin is cold, but the piano's hot. It's just a noisy hall. It isn't likely to grow. And all that jazz. Slick your hair and wear your buckle shoes. And all that jazz, I hear the Father Dick is gonna blow the blues. And all that jazz, hold on, hon, we're gonna bunny hop. jazz. Oh, I'm gonna see my Shiva shimmy shake and all that jazz. Oh, she's gonna shimmy till her garters break and all that jazz. Show her where to park her girdle. Oh, her mother's blood will curdle. She hear her baby's queen for all that jazz. Come on, babe, why don't we paint the town and all that jazz? I'm gonna rouge my knees and roll my stockings down and all that jazz. Start the car, I know a would-be spot where the gin is cold but the piano's hot. It's just a noisy hall where there's a nightly brawl and all that jazz. Hey, it's me! Oh, I know my life, but oh, I love my life and all that jazz. That jazz. Whoops. Oh, I'm no one's wife, but oh, I love my life. I got the words wrong. Oh my God. How are you doing? That was too cool. Talk about feeling in the zone. Love it, love it, love it. Feeling in the zone. Oh my God, I'm sweating too. Yeah, everything's sweating. So good. Yay, Emily. Yay, Emma. Nice. Good, Doris. Good, Migle. Ranili, good. Good, good, good. Emma, good. It went well. Oh, Gabriela, you did it again. Awesome. Clarissa. Okay. I'm so proud of you guys. Thank you for being with me today. I felt like we were going through the terrain today, going up the mountain, getting things clear, figuring out how to put all the technique with the emotion, with this marvelous Chicago by Kander and Ebb, Bob Fosse, genius choreographer. What a thrill. Good, Mila, you got through. Casey, awesome. Julia, you're so welcome. I'm just so happy, you guys. You got the star going on. We got it happening. Okay, so I am going to see you next week, next Wednesday, same time, same station. These will stay up, and yeah, now you can have a big drink of water before you go to sleep, because that's a lot of sweat we just did, and sleep really well. You're so welcome, Gabriela. I'm so happy it's making sense. Oh, Bia, thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So next week, I still haven't decided what we're going to do. Send me videos. If you have any requests, let me know. If you have any questions, let me know. I kind of figure it out over the weekend. I meditate on it and figure out what we're going to do next week. I have a couple ideas, but I know we only have 2 more. I thought it would be fun to do one where we have lots of questions, and I put the questions up on their feet, and you can say, how about Phantom in this part? How about Les Mis in this part? How about, Guys and Dolls when she sings this? How about this one, this part? So that's one day I want to do that. So we'll figure out when we're going to do it. You don't have any cold water, Migle. Okay, you'll figure it out, honey. Thank you, Via. Thank you. I hate saying goodbye. 3:33:44. The angels are here, and you guys are angels, and you're my stars, stars. So be sure to follow me on Instagram and Facebook. Send those videos if you want. The Setrakianators are here. Thank you, Diane. There you are. Much love to you too, honey. Thank you for being here. I don't know, Nunya, if I can help you improve your karaoke performance. We're singing with a track right now. That's karaoke. So you just improved your karaoke performance right now. Yay. Thank you, guys. Yeah. Because, in the real world, we have a pianist who accompanies us, which is so great. karaoke wise, you got to follow the track. But you guys did this beautifully today. Setrakianators in the house. Okay, my loves, go rest. If you're going to sleep, have a really good night's sleep. Forever grateful for you guys too. Thank you so much. Thank you, Cynthia. Send me videos. I'm really happy. I'm still able these next 2 weeks to be able to give you some feedback. Okay. So, and then I'll be back in August, but feel free to send me anything you like, and I'll check it out. Okay. Great. I will have a great day, and you guys too. Thank you. Thank you. Lots of love. Bye for now, everybody. Bye for now. Bye-bye.